toad's eye, bat wing, unicorn hair, and orc's thumb. Show me what is to come. I see water. It's a lake surrounded by trees. What is it to be? I smell mustard. I smell pickles. What will we nibble? He doesn't boast. Here is our special host. We have Oscar Myers. Welcome, everyone. I hope you enjoyed our fun. Let me add a little more to our cauldron here. How is everyone doing on this fabulous Friday? That goes there. How are you doing, Mr. Myers? Oh, look, this got underneath. All right. Yes, we are having fun. We're excited for tonight. He's pretty quiet, isn't he? Well, let's say hello. I know our firstest was Renee. She came in like at midnight or something. And then I see Laura came in earlier. I love this when I read it. She goes, hello, everyone. I won't make the live tonight. We miss you. I surely miss it. I can't wait to watch when I get home. I'm guessing Shelly is a witch tonight. That's my favorite costume. Well, here, let me get my sleeves. But I roll them back because, it gets in the way. But yes. I got my little witch costume on, got my little earrings, and I got my little cauldron here. Carrie said, that was funny. Those weren't spicy pumpkins. I am sure I could eat them. Oh, I definitely could. Carrie said, I had to put down my desktop computer and soon would get out the hard drive and get my files. It was limping along. I then put my newest laptop, which is a Take, and have it all external drives plugged in. And then it has a way to plug into my router wired as well as wireless. I'm using wired, and it has a plug for an extra monitor, which I have a small 19-inch plugged in, and it's a happy experience. Well, way to go, Carrie. And Mickey Giles, hey, long time. She said, hey, everybody from North Carolina. How are you doing? Low Carb Introvert, hey, welcome back. Said hello, everyone. And Judy Plant, hey, Judy, welcome back. Said hello, everyone. And I see 22 Cute Cat said, happy Friday, Shelly Heath and the wonderful Horde. Can't wait to see what's in store for tonight. Ghost and pumpkins. Be afraid. Be very afraid. That's it. Oh, he's having too much fun with that, isn't he? Mama Bear Lynette, hey, said good evening, everyone. Can't wait to see what their Halloween costumes are. So exciting. He's even got the mustard, y'all. Carrie said it's been 636 days of no coffee or caffeine. Way to go. Everybody say hello back and forth. And I see Barely But Good. Hey, Coda, welcome back. And I see Shauna is here. Hey, Air Fried Auntie said, oh, Shelly. And then I see L Strange is here. Said, waiting on my guys at the movie theater. Be home soon to chat. Ooh, what did they see? And Mom Bear Lynette said, ooh, Shelly looks great. Oh, thank you. I had my work sister help me with my makeup because Like I normally don't wear makeup. So she gave me some pointers. And y'all laughing. 22Q Cat said, y'all crack me up. Shauna laughing. And Shauna said, Heath's hot dog is getting spicy. Mama Bear Lynette said, oh, Oscar Myers, you are awesome. Telling y'all, he has had this costume planned for several months now. Maybe even longer than that, but he's had the costume itself for a couple years, but he just got the mask this year. But I'm saying the whole design, like when he came, whenever he discovered it, he was like, oh, that's what I'm gonna be, and he's like been counting down the days. And then let me turn this. Whoops. Sorry, y'all. And make sure you give that a thumbs up. What, babe? I don't know. Are you going to go change? Well, here, let me take your mic. You know, he's got a low. So say goodbye to Oscar Myers. You got to go cut some people up. Okay. He's got to go get revenge on the lake. And Barely Begun said he's better now that he's here. Awesome. And Shauna said, I had a nap. I feel great. Oh, that's awesome, Shauna. And 22Q Cat said, fantastic costumes. Thank you, Lynn.
Oh my goodness. Have you never watched the movie? Michael Myers doesn't talk, so I can't talk. So disappointing to you, woman.
Man, I don't know. No, I've only seen, I think, the movie.
Oh, we have so much to teach
I
you
am
this
not
weekend.
watching. I only saw the one with you. Remember that we went to the theater and I was like, that's not my kind of movie. I'm not into gore fest. What?
Nothing. I love you.
That, you know, gory movies just.
Hello!
Who's this? Not our special host. He decided to go back to the lake. Caden's here, said, hi, everyone. Hi, Shelly and Heath. Hey, welcome back, Caden.
We need to preheat the oven so we can throw all those kids in there.
350. And is there anything in there?
Yes, there's lots in there.
There's lots.
Just like I said, room for all those little kids.
Sean's here. Hey, Sean, welcome back. Said, hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all.
And Caden said, oh, my gosh. And hi, everyone. Hi, Shelly and Heath.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
Carrie said, wonder what Myers is going to cook up. Well, I don't think he's much of a cook, right? But Heath, thankfully we got Heath back, so he's pretty good cook. Shauna said, hi, Shelly. Caden said, man, he's really holding character.
Right?
Right? He did really well with that. Gigi's here. Hey, Gigi said, good evening, everyone.
What do you want first, that or this?
Let's start on the jalapenos and then the sweet potatoes.
What do you want to do with these? Just slice them?
Dice them. Don't you think? Yeah,
Okay.
let's dice them.
Well, because I want to handle everything at once, though, while I'm already gloved. Okay. Handling all that. Because then I can just use my hands to clean out the cans.
Yeah. Well, can't you still do the jalapenos first?
Yeah.
What?
No.
I mean, if you want to mix that first, but.
Well, no. It's just I didn't want to touch all this and then drag it all over the house, all over the rest of the kitchen. I was just going to pull everything out and get it right here. That's what I was thinking. While you entertain the troops.
Yeah. Barely Begun said, he's so quiet. Did Chili cast some silence curse on him?
No, I learned how to act.
You learned how to act.
Where is it?
Shauna said, Friday night signed by Oscar Myers, right? Oh, it's Hefty? We're using Hefty.
Would you call me?
No, not you. That's all they can see because it was Hefty right over the label. Gigi's here said, nice costumes. Thank you, Gigi. So we got Egg Life.
What am I going to do next?
I don't know. Shauna said, nope, no, thanks. Never seen one of those. Oh my God, ouch. same, Shauna. I saw one in theater.
It's actually kind of a corny movie, honestly.
I was just like, okay, it's not my thing. And plus, stupidity always gets me. Where I'm like, why would they do? Like,
It's
why
called
would
a
you?
script. That's why.
I know, but it bothers me. Like, why would you go to that bathroom? Like, why would you leave your house completely unlocked? I don't think I've ever left my house unlocked at night or anything.
Not intentionally.
Right. But they all, like the one, I was like, does everybody in this neighborhood not lock their doors and just off doing other things? It just, no. That kind of stuff bothers me. Shada said, bring back the silent wiener.
All right. Good night.
Carrie said, I crashed earlier today in the chair. I also cooked up some pork belly today. Ooh, that sounds great. Wild Turkey Bluff. Hey, welcome back.
Hello, I can tell you hi. What am I forgetting? Feels like we're missing something.
No. The sweet potatoes in the bowl.
Okay.
Wild Turkey Bluff said the cauldron is cool. Isn't this neat? I actually got it at Dollar Tree in their, what did they call where things are like $3, $5, and $10?
The dollar plus?
Maybe that's what it is. That's where I got it last year and the dollar plus. But isn't that cool? It like smokes and changes
I think
colors.
the aisle's actually titled bougie.
Oh, is it the bougie aisle?
At the dollar store, what else would it be?
I mean, obviously, bougie. And then Carrie said, I've seen lots of those Meyer movies. Oh, he could be a cook since he can slice and dice. He even was in space.
Yep. Well, they got to get their money's worth out of it.
In space.
Yes.
How does that happen?
They made a Sharknado movie, and that surprises you?
My thing is, I saw some people with like doing memes. They were like, how is a kid that was 10 years old when he was killed end up so big?
Technology.
22Q Cat said, seems like I remember Samson and Delilah having Halloween bandanas or something. Maybe they'll put an appearance in later.
They're sleeping.
Yeah, they're sleeping. They were like, Sam had the zoomies.
Oh
like,
my goodness. He woke me up at 4 o'clock this morning. Had to go to the bathroom. Let him out because, you know, I don't know if y'all know it or not, but we have an L-shaped house, okay? To my left right here is a double doors, French doors leading outside to the patio. Well, on the other side of the house is our master bedroom. There's a sliding glass door leading out onto the patio. So every morning I let them out that way to go let them do their bathroom business. He woke me up at 4 o'clock this morning so he could do that. Came back in with the zoomies and did not settle down until like 6:30 when I got back up. And then refused to go back outside this morning afterwards, even after he ate. Well, he went out, but he went on the deck, but he would not go out in the yard and actually use the bathroom. I don't know what his deal is. He's just being ornery this morning.
He always goes for me. But yeah, after I don't know, it's because I was in a costume.
Oh wow!
Oh, thanks. I guess I wanted that jalapeno. Oh, look, it landed in your pocket on your shorts. That's funny.
I did that on purpose. I do my own stunts.
Right. So, anyways, he was. After I fed him, and then I went and I got into costume and did my makeup and everything, and then he just. So I don't know if it's because I was dressed up and he didn't know what to think, but he was like going ballistic, just jumping and
maybe
running.
You were dressed like his old owner,
and then trying to get his toys and everything. But we'll see what they decide to do later. Gigi said, Heath Shelley, word on the street is that you've dedicated this live to me for my birthday.
Oh, we did?
Thank you so much. Ha 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 ha. Well, of course.
If it's your birthday,
this is for Gigi.
Here's my birthday gift for you, okay? I'm not going to sing you birthday because you don't want to hear me sing. That's my gift to you.
Well, happy birthday. Yes. What are you doing to celebrate?
She's hanging out with us. Well, she just said,
that's
pay attention.
Best. Rickwood's here.
Hey, Joe.
Said, happy Friday. Super spooky tonight. Heath and Shelly, your costumes are super.
Oh, and another thing
thank
too.
You.
We got a message the other day at work that they're doing a contest. I think they're giving away gift cards or whatever if you have a good costume and everything. So we took some pictures prior so I can enter it. And then they also want to see our decorations and want to know what we're doing. So tomorrow evening, I told her I'm going to go out and because I want to do it when it's dark because the yard's decorated. I'll probably do some when it's still light out and get some decorations, pictures and video. And then also after it's dark because we have a little strobe light that goes on the side of the house too. We actually do more for Halloween than we do for Christmas.
We do have a lot of Christmas decorations.
We need to put them out this year too. We have them. Let's use them.
Right.
It takes up all that room in the garage. Let's use them.
Well, I just been trying to keep the electric bill low.
Yeah, well.
But
let's start selling that stuff. Get rid of it then. If we're not going to use it, why do we have it?
Oh my goodness, y'all. So, yes, you're really going to town on.
Well, you really want these dice, so I'm dicing them.
You are.
It's gonna be awesome because we may get by with just one of them then.
Right. But if you are just tuning in, so I see quite a few have joined. Make sure you go back to the very beginning.
Yes.
Especially now because you missed Heath's costume because he got out of it. But the first 5 minutes are the best, y'all.
And then
we had a little skit and everything.
We're also I'm gonna post the pictures of it in the MS Journey. And
then you can go back or just go back and play for the very beginning so you can hear the skit. BSM. Hey
brother.
Said, wife and kids are camping. So my dinner
What'd they do to make you mad?
Box of sliced ham.
Awesome.
Well, that sounds good.
Thank you again, brother, for helping me out yesterday.
Yes, thank you. Yeah. He came and cleaned our inside AC coil unit, y'all.
And gave us some tips on how to do it from now on.
Yes, lots of great tips. So I'm super excited. And just like I could tell instantly when the AC came on, it got colder really quick. And so thank you. It definitely helped.
I don't want to speak outside of church and give stuff away on him. But y'all, I've told y'all, I don't remember if y'all caught on or not with it, but he is actually my oldest friend in the whole world. He was born the day before me. My aunt and his mother are really, really good friends. And I've known him my whole life. He's more like family to me. Because myself, he, my cousin, and myself all went to high school together. We were all the same age, same grade level and everything. So like I said, I've known him my entire life. He's my brother from another mother.
Aw.
I love you. He's done so much for me and my family. More than I can even go into tonight.
Aww.
I have to tell him thank you.
Mama Bear Lynette said, I may only be able to make it until 7:15 tonight. The sun sets earlier now, and my son's circadian rhythm is very much in tune with it. Plus, it's been a long week for me, and it's not over yet. Huh. That is fine, Mama Bear Lynette. Thank you for just coming. That's awesome.
We love you, too. You're awesome.
I'm sorry, 22Q Cat.
Yes, you're awesome, too.
Said, I agree with you, Shelly. These people in horror movies are so dumb. They deserve to get hacked up.
They always fall, don't they, while they're running? Hey, can we cut this one up, too, then?
Yeah, don't you think?
Okay. Yeah, especially as gritty as it is.
Yeah.
I'm going to do something a little different, though.
Yeah.
But see, I don't like wasting. I'm going to carve around that.
All right. So, yeah, they really are. Like, I just don't understand how
again, it's in the script.
Like, I need people...
I guess what it is, since I'm a huge pro wrestling fan, it's easy for me to suspend belief or whatever.
Oh, that makes perfect sense.
But then again, you also like that other show that I think is silly. So,
which show is that, dear?
Which one was it? Doctor Who.
He's hating on Doctor Who, y'all.
Okay, the only one she ever really let me watch or made me watch with her was the first season. That to me was just campy.
No, it was the second season with David Tennant, and we watched Blink because I thought that was the best episode, and he still was like,
I'm not throwing shade. I'm just trying to voice my opinion. I want to watch it again. Y'all, she has watched so much with me. So many of my shows. She's put up with my shenanigans.
Let's talk about camping.
But it reminds me of the Jason versus the Argonauts, that movie. And the stuff you see on USA Network, those shows. And I can't.
But
it just bothers me.
I love Psych. Who else liked Psych? I hated Psych. Was on USA Network. I thought Psych was great.
But I say that, and then like I said, my favorite show on the USA Network was Monday Night Raw, or WWE, which is a lot of that is campy. I understand that. I see the conundrum. I see the hypocrisy. It just certain things just can't be done.
Carrie said those dogs are always sleeping. I'm telling you, my dogs probably sleep 16 to 18 hours a day.
And then they wake up and go back to sleep.
I know. Shauna said, sorry, had to go get my evening coffee. Ooh, that sounds good, Shauna.
Bring me one too.
Really?
Yeah.
You're going to drink coffee?
Well, if she goes, she's going to go to Dutch and give me my tea.
I don't think she's going all the way to Dutch.
If she's coming here, she is.
Oh. Mom Bear Lynette said, I think I missed the name of the dish you're making for dinner tonight.
So did we.
Can you say it again? We didn't say, actually. So we are making, once we get to all of it, there's a lot of steps here, but we are making a buffalo chicken dip. And of course, we're going to Halloween it up. It's going to be cute and it's going to look like a pumpkin, but we're doing it in a skillet. So it's going to be a skillet dip. So that's what Heath is cutting up the jalapenos to add to that. Plus I've got some onion here. We've got canned chicken because we got like a whole bunch of canned chicken. So this is a great way to use it up. Got cream cheese. And then I'm also going to add Gruyere and Swiss cheese. And then seasonings. And then for chips, we're going to use some egg life, and you want to watch and see how we make these cute chips. And we're also going to slice up some sweet potato for sweet potato chips as well. So we'll have an assortment of chips available. So yes, it is buffalo chicken dip. Air Fried Ani said, Heath, did y'all see the pics of my brother's dog, Naga? Laugh out loud. She took out a dangerous TP roll. I did, but I don't think Heath has.
Did she post it today?
Yeah.
No, I've been busy all day today.
Yeah. He got off work, and then once he got off work, I put him to work. And I'm like, okay, we got to do this and this and this and get this set up and that set up. So he has not been on his phone since he got off work, actually.
No, I walked in, handed her the phone, she set it up. Seriously, because we've got things to do.
Yeah. And then the sweet potato.
You ready to work on it now?
Yeah, I figure we'll have the sweet potato.
Okay.
And then we'll work on the dip.
Okay.
Right?
And you said
I can help with doing the dip.
You said just lop the ends of it off, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. And I give it to the dogs.
Okay.
And then we've got some cute shapes here.
And then I'm going to take a couple of the eyes off, too. We're going to stay with the theme here.
Yeah. So we got a whole block of cream cheese. And so here is the canned chicken. We already did drain them, y'all.
Okay, here's the problem, though.
Huh.
When I come down here to do this, it's in the dark.
Yeah, you can't really see.
But I want to get all this stuff in the garbage, though. Actually, wait, because I don't want to take a whole bunch of the skin off. I want to like the skin. I just want to get the little eyes off.
Yeah, here. Let me do that.
And then also I want to hurry and get the lid back on this.
Yeah, pretty dirty, isn't it? Oh, look, there's some jalapeno sliced down there. There, I think you got it. All right.
Can you see down there? Well, your eyes are better than mine, though. So, yeah. I don't know if we ever told you all that story.
Oh.
Through keto, her eyesight got better. She used to have to wear glasses, right?
I still have to wear glasses.
She went in to get a new prescription done because her eyesight improved. So she needs to get,
Okay. You put it back on there.
But it ends up being cheaper for her to get contacts instead of glasses.
Yeah.
So that's why you don't see her wearing glasses anymore. Because we're all about, the budget and everything. Which makes sense.
And I see Jason is here.
Hey, brother.
Jason. Just Jason Keto and more. How you doing?
Okay.
Huh.
For this one, though, remember, I want to do on the mandolin.
Okay.
So I'm going to get that set up.
All right. And then Carrie said, pocketing jalapenos, that would be some spicy pockets.
Right.
Okay.
Well, because it went in my pocket.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's right. Island Bunny. Hey, Zenobia. Said, good Saturday morning. Off to exercise class. I'll catch up later.
Aww, I have fun.
Yay.
That's right, because it's morning there. Huh?
Oh, thank you so much, Lakin. My work sister's here. Everybody say hi, Lakin.
Howdy.
That's so awesome. Thank you, Lakin. I told him at the beginning, you're the one who helped me with my makeup virtually. But yeah, have a great day, Zenobia. Enjoy your exercise class. All right, so got the chicken there, and then these are ready for recycling.
All right.
I'll put it there. And then, let's see. Everybody talking back and forth. That's awesome. Gigi's here, said, thank you. You know you want to sing.
Okay, you said you want these kind of thick.
Yeah.
Like that thick, though?
Yeah, well, slice one and see what happens.
To me, that's almost too thick.
Okay, well then do another one. We give that slice to the dog.
Oh, I'm gonna say, or we can cook it for ourselves, like in the skillet, though. Like do like a stir fry. I don't want to waste. I mean, I'll give it to him, but I'm saying is I don't want to waste them. But where's the thing?
the yellow?
Here, where's it? There?
Yeah, do that. Let's see. Yeah, that's better.
Okay.
So I'm just breaking this chicken up, y'all. And look, I have this really cute spatula. Isn't that adorable? And then see, Shauna's saying to you, believe me, her voice is much better than Heath or I's. And let's see, Mama Bear Lynette said, I'm so thankful your friend came to clean your AC coils. Now maybe your electric bill will be a little lower. That will definitely help. And, of course, I'm doing the energy orb. And so that's going to help a lot. I'm really excited about that. Oh, ambulance or police? I don't know. But anyways, but it's already, the electric bill's already gone down quite a bit. I just... Maybe it was the plan. Right? But it's definitely got a lot better. But thank you. I am glad too. Any little bit helps, right, y'all? And then Kate said, when you said the dog had the zoomies, I thought you meant the runs. Oh, as it zoomed to the potty.
No. We learned that term from Renee. She said her dogs get those. Renee? She said her dogs get those, and they just get so excited they just want to run around in circles.
Someone check on Renee, see what she's up to. She might still be getting home from work. Kane's, so no, that's what so zoomies is like they have all that energy and they have to hurry up and get it out. And so they'll like run in circles or they'll just run laps. And so Sam definitely does that. All right, so I'm just getting the cream cheese.
I think I'm going to take the rest of this and throw it this way and just get some long ones. So it'll lay flat, okay?
Sure, that's fine. All right, and I've let this cream cheese soften also, y'all. So it's been sitting basically most of the afternoon getting soft. And then I'm going to add, this is that seasoning. Did you do doing on a live
I
or?
want to say it was on one of my MS Journeys.
But he just basically, you've heard of sweep the kitchen. He did sweep the spice cabinet. So it's all kinds of spices mixed up.
I had a whole bunch of partial jars, and I just mixed it all together.
It smells good though. Like I could tell there's like some cumin and chili
these
powder.
Are gonna be better.
Oh yeah.
And how long they are.
So I'm just gonna put that in here, and then I'll put that in here. He wanted to season everything the same.
No, I actually told you I didn't want to, but that's fine.
You told me.
No, I said it's better if we don't, but whatever. I mean, it'll work.
But then you turned around and you said, "Hey, put this in the dip and on the chips."
Did I?
Yes.
But did I?
Yes, sir.
All right, I did.
Yeah. Because that's why I was like, well, okay.
Because what I thought okay, my bad. I thought I told you I wanted stuff that two different ones that complement each other, so that everything doesn't taste the same.
So where's the other spice, babe?
Exactly. I was too preoccupied with getting my costume on.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm just going to add, this is the Valentina hot sauce, but you can also get buffalo, like the actual buffalo sauce. I know Primal Kitchen makes one. I don't know how clean it is.
Weren't you gonna? Oh, I don't want to do this. What am I doing?
I don't know.
These are my
cutting gloves.
Yeah, I don't want to do this for mixing.
And then
do me a favor, take that off. Just yeah. Oh, see, yeah, that one's coming too, though. Thank you.
There you go. So I'm going to put some hot sauce in there because we like it spicy.
But then don't we need to put the oil in these too? Because that's why I kept the gloves on so we can shake these up.
Yeah, right there's the oil.
Okay.
All right, there's that. So that onions and the jalapenos. Yeah, just spray a whole bunch down in there. There you go.
Yeah, I'm going to toss it and then do it again, though.
Yeah, and then we got to do the egg life next. Yeah. All right, and I'm just mixing this all together. This is the actual dip. He's making the chips.
Where's that little square? Oh, there it is. Never mind. The little small cutting board, the wooden one.
Yeah.
I figured that's what we would use for landing pad to bring the skillet back and forth.
Oh, sure. Do you mind reaching the salt there? Because I can't. Thank you.
Go gadget arm.
I'm saying.
That's my costume next year.
Uh-oh, you heard him now.
I don't know how we're going to pull that off, though.
The Red Mint's Real Salt. Did y'all see that they came out with a cherry smoked? So if you use our link that's in the description, you'll save 15%. And then plus it does help our channel. We really appreciate it if you decide to order that. Or any of Red Mint's products. Like all of Red Mint's products, I love all of it. I use their facial stuff. I use their toothpaste.
Yes.
We love their toothpaste, y'all. And then, of course, he loves the Red Mint's Boost.
Yes.
And for his electrolyte and energy drink.
I think this is oil enough.
Okay. And then
I'm just trying to do it with this one hand. That way I can go in and work everything else, and then I'll load these and take the gloves off.
Okay. And then once you get up, I also will need that shredded cheese to add to this.
Okay. That's still in the fridge, right?
Yeah.
And the bacon?
And the bacon bits. We're going to zoop this up. So Heath is going to do the chips in the air fryer it's set at 350.
I lost a piece.
Oh, well, Delilah will help.
Yeah.
It's set at 350. We're going to do it for 10 minutes.
I'm going to go hand these to them right now.
Okay. Sean said that Michelle just got home and she had to call today. Oh. Well, hello to Michelle. Witch Please is here. Hey, I wondered where you were. She goes, hey, all. Sorry I'm late. Got caught up in stuff. That's all right. You'll have to go to the very beginning, though, Renee. I think you'll like the little skit that we came up with. Look who's here. It's my work coworker. Sorry, my work coworker. It's my coworker, Cassie. Hey, Cassie. Welcome to the crazy show. And then Mom Bear Lynette said, and just so you know, even when I have to go to bed early, I watch the entire replay of the Friday night feast. I just happened to watch it in the wee hours Saturday morning when I wake up. That is so sweet. Thank you for doing that, Lynette. We so appreciate you.
Thank you, Lynette. Look, I'm going to throw all this in here.
Is it all going to fit?
Yes. It's just going to be stacked on top of each other.
Okay.
Well, because how else am I going to get it all done? I'm tired of messing with it.
Oh, Lord, y'all.
And I'll just come over here in a little bit and toss them.
He's going to toss them.
I'm going to toss my taters.
And then when he gets the cheese and the bacon, because, of course, you got to have bacon, right? And we're going to cook this all in a skillet. I've got the oven preheated at 350. So once that is done, then we'll stick this in. Probably, nothing needs to be cooked. It's warm and everything. So probably like 15 to 20 minutes. Barely Begun said, I'm the same way with peppers. I carve every little bit around the stem. I can't help it. Right?
What's the rule? It's waste not, want not.
Right.
Now, can I take my gloves off?
Well, we still got to do these.
Let's get on that then. Let's get on that next, please.
That's trash. Delilah, right here.
Delilah, come here, baby.
Look, right here.
Good girl. No, she walked right past it.
Delilah, right here.
Delilah.
She's like, what? But Dad's the one with the treat.
Here.
Look, right here. There you go.
And look, turn around. There's one. She licked it and walked away.
Why is she being obstinate?
She's like stepping on it.
She's being obstinate.
Seriously, she's just walking on it.
Okay, so
it's stuck to her foot.
We're going to use these egg life wraps. So let me bring this back here. I'm going to turn this around.
We should be done with that knife now, though, right?
No, this knife.
No, the big one.
Oh, yeah, the big one. So
go.
Heath is going to make one into a pumpkin face. And then we're going to use the other two egg lives. We're going to make some egg life Halloween chips. So let's see how this goes.
You want to use this on this?
No, babe.
Okay. That's where I'm confused.
Okay. So, hold on.
Yeah.
Let me do this. Got a lot going on here. So for the cover, what we're going to put on top, let me find a really nice round one because that one's kind of
oblong.
So I'm going to make a pumpkin face, right? So I'm going to carve my egg life pumpkin.
She's like, why'd you call me in here if you're not going to do nothing with me?
I know.
It's my fault that you won't eat stuff I put on the floor for you. And now she's licking my arm.
And it doesn't have to be perfect because, if you have ever carved a pumpkin, let me know if you've ever carved a pumpkin, y'all. I have carved one, and I'm telling y'all, that's a lot of work. Delilah, baby.
All right, come on. Good girl. Go get on your couch. Good girl.
Carving a pumpkin is like so much work, and it's like especially if you get a big pumpkin, like you have a lot of stuff that's coming out of it, right? All right, let me just see.
Oh, you know what else we need? I guess we can do it with that knife. We said we're going to cut some of these up into chips too.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Oh, that's right. Duh. Never mind. Because last time we did that, we used the pizza cutter. That's why I was like,
But I want to know if you have ever carved a pumpkin. If so, what was it? Like, did you enter it in a contest? Because I know a lot of people will have contests. Okay, let's see how this turned out, y'all.
Awesome. I like that.
That'll be the pumpkin
face. I like that a lot, actually.
And then where did you put the bowl? It's still over there? That you had the...
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I knew I was forgetting something.
So here's my two other ones. And these are the chips. So I've got a bat and a pumpkin. And I'm just going to see how to arrange it, right? Because I want to get the most that I can. Oops. I guess I should should do the sharp side, right?
Well, just challenge yourself.
Yeah. I have enough challenges. Okay.
Why you look at me when you say that?
All right, let's see. See how they turn out, y'all. Come on. And then we're going to put those in there. All right, let's see. See if it came out. Here we go. Here's the bat. I think it did pretty good.
See, remember we said we're going to take the rest of those and put them on this.
Yeah, but you still got to toss them in the...
Yeah. What I'm saying is when you're done.
All right, there's a fly.
Yes, there is.
Bugging me. There's the bat. That looks really cute. That's one of them. Let me see. Because I feel like... Let's see here. All right. All right, let's see if this one comes out a little bit better. Whew. Almost took a swing, y'all. That one turned out pretty good, too. All right. All right, let's see how this pumpkin turned out. And I'm just going to throw the loose ends in there anyways. Look! The pumpkins. Aren't those adorable?
That turned out really good.
All right, let's see if I can get...
One more.
Oh.
Maybe the bat. The bat looked like it would fit.
Yeah, I was hoping I could do both, but... Okay, let's see.
Or just cut it and throw it in there like it is. That's fine.
Here. No, I'm going to be able to do it. All right. Well, let's see.
Or just flip it the other way.
Yeah, it might work the other way. Let's see.
Or even if he has a broken wing.
I don't want to give him a broken wing. Oh, my charger came out.
He's handy capable.
Ooh.
The bat.
Let's... All right, let's see.
That's why I kept my gloves on, because I'm going to toss all this for her, too.
He's going to toss it for me, y'all.
Oh, can you reach that, though? Dang it.
Yeah, I can get up and reach it. All right. And then we got a couple more. Aren't those adorable? Won't that be like perfect? Like if you were doing like a spread, you could just use the egg white to make the chips. Isn't that cute? There.
Are you going to season them also?
Well, I don't want to do the same seasoning. Put some salt in there. Okay. Let's go back to our dip real quick. Oops. Ugh.
All right, let's cheat then. Let's just use some prepackaged stuff.
Okay. Well, do it. What is it?
Tony's Chacheries.
So I'm just going to do a nice handful of the bacon. Well, maybe a little extra. And y'all, I got this bacon at Sam's it was $8.98 at our Sam's.
And who told us about it?
And this is from Which Please is the one who recommended this. And I'm telling you, it is so handy to already have the crumbled bacon because you can just add it to anything.
I think this messed it up, Jonas. We should have spread them out and then sprayed it.
Well, you could still do that.
Well, no, but now they're all mangled.
And so then I have the Swiss and Gruyere cheese. We got this at Aldi because it's like a lot cheaper at Aldi. And I know it's got like a little bit of potato starch, but sometimes it's okay to have a little bit. And I'm just going to probably pour, well, that's about half the bag. Well, maybe 3/4. And we'll just see how that turns out, right? Okay, so I read that one. Yeah, I want a house update too. And Rickwood, thank you, Rickwood. She says she loves Doctor Who and all his regenerations. Thank you.
It's not that I don't like Doctor Who. I don't like the execution of Doctor Who.
It's been a 10-year
Or
debate. Let's put it that way. We've been debating this for 10 years. And then I'll watch some of his shows and be like, really? Really? You're going to chastise my Doctor Who? While
maybe it's
this?
also because I'm not that big a fan of sci-fi.
That's really what it is. He's just not a sci-fi person.
But I love all your fantasy stuff, though. Like the D&D, World of Warcraft type stuff. I love that stuff.
Or like we watched Discovery of Witches.
That was really good.
Did anybody else ever watch that show?
Okay.
Or read the books?
Yeah. Lose these.
And then just spray it kind of.
One more once?
Yeah, from up high.
Yeah.
And he like really got into that show. Like he was like, we gotta watch. Let's keep watching it. I don't want to stop watching. He was so excited for it. Okay, yeah, I think I probably could have just done half a bag, but you know what? Whoops, 3/4 a bag. It's nice and cheesy. So these two could go up.
Well, then here.
And I'm gonna keep mixing this, and then I'll need the skillet. Oops. Let's taste it. Tastes really good.
You put some of this in it too?
Oh, no, I didn't. You want me to?
This is our special blend of the MCT.
This is the Coopers, right?
Yes.
So, Caboodles, if you're here, thank you, thank you, thank you. So they mailed us from Missouri, from their farm, a whole bunch of special hot peppers. Like this is burn you up. And so I fermented some of it, and some of it I made a spice. And this is the ferment. I'm telling y'all, my lips were tingling for over a day. That's how spicy this is. It's really good, though. I really like it. All right. I'm just going to mix that in here. Ooh, I can smell that fermented hot sauce. I think my lips are getting numb just thinking about it. All right. And we're going to put this in the skillet.
Okay, you know what though?
Oh, that's awesome.
I'll be back.
Uh-oh. All right. So in the skillet, I'm going to pour all of this in here. Hopefully I don't drop it, y'all. Oops. There we go. All right. Taste a little bit. Tastes pretty good. All right. Yeah, it has been a great day, y'all. Another great week. What does everyone have planned for the weekend? Is anyone going trick-or-treating on the weekend? Like around here, there's a lot of, like, of course, the churches, and then there's a lot of, like the Tomball Farmers Market that some of you went to when you visited here in June. They're doing their trick-or-treat tomorrow morning at the farmers market. A lot of places are doing the trunk-or-treat. And I know there's others that, you know, like the mall and stuff, you can walk around. So a lot of them are doing it tomorrow. Some are actually doing it tonight. But a lot tomorrow. So I don't know if the trick-or-treaters are going to be coming tomorrow night or it's still going to be on for Tuesday.
I told her it'll probably be for both.
I don't know. But it'll be fun. I'm excited. He says he wants to dress back into his Oscar Mayer costume just so he can scare any of the kids. But you usually get tired about, I don't know, halfway. You're like, okay, I'm done answering the door. All right. There we go.
These are still soggy, so I'm letting them go longer.
Okay. So there it is. And then get my little pumpkin face. And there that is. Isn't that cute?
I'm gonna set my alarm for 5 minutes.
Okay.
And go check that.
And we're going to stick this in the oven for 15. And then we'll see how it turns out, right? And then we'll clean up some of this.
And then we're gonna
here.
Stick this in at the same time.
Yeah, then when the 5 minutes goes off, you can check on those too. Oops.
Those are going up top. This is going down.
Going down, y'all. Let's see. I think I read that. Michelle says hello. Hey,
howdy,
Michelle.
howdy.
Okay, Witch Please said house update. I was told it went to the underwriters last Friday and haven't heard anything else.
Oh, way to tease you.
Right? Where's the? Oh, there it is. There we go. Realtor said no news is good news, but I really need to make plans for it if it closes November 13th. Right, like you.
Yeah, you do.
You need plans so that, like, how do people? Because November 13th is only a couple weeks. Like, you need to know because, like, a lot of people, like we both, of course, work. Like, you have to tell your work in advance.
And you kind of have to tell the landlord too, don't you? We still need this.
No. Well, right. The landlord and everything else. But to get the time off. Shauna said Dutch is tomorrow. Dutch is offering after 2 p.m. 100 points if you go in. Yes, I got that notification, but it's after 2 p.m.
So you get back out after 2 p.m. Go get our points and get me a noodle. Or I'll go after work and go get it, I guess.
Oh.
I want my points and I want my tea.
Carrie said, I've seen some of Doctor Who. It has been a very long time. Hold on.
If I remember correctly, I have all of those still on DVR.
Oh, good.
So maybe that's what we need to go to next. Because honestly, y'all, I really thought I was not gonna like Big Bang Theory, and I freaking loved it.
Yes, and then what was? Sorry, you.
Stuff.
It was like a sweet potato on your shoulder.
Huh.
What was the one we just started? Oh, Yellowstone. We just finished.
Yeah, we're caught up on it anyways.
Season 5.
Those types of shows I really, really love.
Yeah, for some reason you tend to like his.
I like
genre.
stuff that are closer to real life.
Yeah, he likes current.
Yeah.
And you kind of like, I guess, the
I like
mobster police.
Yeah, I like historical fiction too, though.
Well, that would be Doctor Who. But so you really enjoyed like Yellowstone,
yes.
which I do like westerns.
Yeah.
But you really got into what was the biker one?
Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah,
and Mayans. We got to finish Mayans. I'll make you a promise then. Mayans, there's only one season left. We've already watched the season opener. After we finish it, we start on Doctor Who.
All right, so
and we'll watch all the way through.
That's my reward.
Yes.
We're having to sit through Mayans. Who likes Mayans? Let me know.
It's not so much that I want to watch it so much, really. Like you said before, I'm a completist. I want to finish the story. It bothers me that we're not watching
Walking Dead?
Yes. I want to finish the story on that too. But they're making me mad.
Is?
It sucks.
Sean said, I've not been interested in Doctor Who for a while until they just recently released the Doctor Who Magic the Gathering cards. Yes, I'm a huge nerd. Oh, how fun. And Rocky Mountain Girl said, hey, y'all. Hey.
Howdy.
So when did you stop watching, Sean? Was it after David Tennant left or after Matt Smith or Capaldi or Jodie Whittaker? Like, which one? Efrain Ani said, I watched a lot of Doctor Who before my best friend moved. She's the true Whovillian. That's awesome. I have to say, I haven't seen the older stuff, like pre Christopher Eccleston. I've only seen here and there. So yeah, not a lot of the really old stuff, but I enjoy all the rebooted.
I mean, I gotta give her credit, y'all. She did take me to WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
And if you, those of y'all that have been to the house, you've seen my Hall of Fame. All of those, she took me to meet all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Only like 2 or 3 of the autographs are actually for her, or people that she actually cares about.
Who's that?
The Penn Jillette, him, and then Ralphie May. Not Ralphie May. We got his, and then the other comedian. We met him in Vegas.
I think that was for you too, babe.
You didn't care about meeting him? Because that was very disappointing, honestly.
Yeah, but rest in peace, Louis Anderson. Barely Begun said, my mom was a Doctor Who fan, so my knowledge begins and ends with Tom Baker as Doctor Who. Yeah, that's old school.
Something smells like it's burning.
A fine place to be. Yeah, that I've heard that he was a really good doctor. Sherry's here. Hey, Sherry. She said, I see the witching hour has begun. I'm finally here. Well, I'm glad you joined us. You want to go back and see the first 5 minutes, y'all. I'm telling you, it was hilarious.
I think so, anyways.
Brenda's here. Hey, Brenda, welcome back. She says, hello. How are you doing? Carrie said, I don't want to talk about electric bills. I'm still trying to endure no AC 87 in the house. I can't wait until Monday when we're in the 50s for the high. It said the low will be 70 and 50 for a high. Yes, I'm really excited about that too. It showed on mine that it's supposed to actually drop Sunday night, early Monday morning is when it's going to. Oh, are those already ready?
They say they are, but I'm going to look and see. Like I said, I smelled them.
They say that. Now, look, they're
a little longer.
Yeah.
I want to eat one anyways.
It's soft.
That's fine. I like soft tortillas. But yeah, they need to go back in.
But yeah, and don't talk to me about electric bill. Like, look, it is expensive. Like, I was happy with this month that I just paid. No, wait. No, it'll be due on the 21st. No, the one actually I just paid this month. Anywho, no, it's the one next month.
Oh, wait, slow down. That 5 minutes for me to go check on the air fryer. How much do I need to set this for?
Do another 5 so that we're then checking on the egg life again. But this coming month, November, it's actually gone down dramatically. So I'm excited about that. And the other thing Brian helped with is getting our insulation better upstairs or replaced. It looks like what happened is when we had that big leak in the house, the contractor we hired, I'm pretty dang sure he charged for installing new installation. He never did it. So there's like nothing really up there.
I bet you a lot of it, the reason why it's gone is because it got wet. So they had to get rid of it.
Right. But he was supposed to replace it and he didn't. That's why you don't hire friends. But anyhow, so I've already started pricing it out, but Brian was telling us about how to do the blown-in insulation. He said that would be a lot easier for us because Heath would be able to stay downstairs and load the machine up, and then I could be upstairs, like directing where it's spraying. And he said that way it'll be pretty easy. So that's the plan for 2024. So hopefully, if all goes well, we could do that like in March. And then that way it'll be done before the high temps hit again here. Shauna said, so what you're saying is that is your magic potion spice. That's right. I like that. Did you hear what she called your spice? Magic potion. I like it. Thank you, Shauna. Wild Turkey Bluff said the bowl looks like depression glass. Very pretty. You are 100% color correct.
Color correct, huh?
I know, color correct. It is pink depression glass. So that mixing bowl, I love, love, love it. So if you...
I don't know.
Oh. Some of them got burned?
Yeah.
Let me... Well, a little burn. Okay. Probably because they were layered.
Yeah. It'd been better doing them in a skillet.
It would be better to do, like I said, in single layers, but that's okay. There's your burnt one.
They're good though.
They are good. They are good. And we didn't even season really anything sweet. Just a savory seasoning.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, because we did the Tonys.
We're not going to have any chips when it's ready.
Well, they're not load bearing anyways.
So they are too thin?
You know what you can do though? I've do this all the time with the pork rinds.
Oh?
When I still want something crunchy with the bite, take a bite with a spoon and just throw the chip in behind it. Or throw it on the spoon.
There you go. And this is that whole...
Yeah, whole thing. You want to do another one?
No. We'll have plenty.
Or be good with this too then?
Huh.
Nachos. I don't really like even the burnt ones.
Okay, good. But yes, if you're new here, I do have an Etsy shop. So I sell a lot of vintage wear. I don't really go, I don't ever go and buy anything anymore for the Etsy shop. It's just whatever I have. Once it's gone, it's gone. Then I close up the shop because Etsy, their prices, like what they charge sellers and everything, they just keep taking more and more every year. And it's really not profitable. So when I used to do it like almost full time, we would go shopping and go to estate sales and garage
almost
sales
every Saturday.
And I came across a lot of depression glass, but when I came across that mixing bowl, I was like, I ain't selling it. It's mine. Like some things, it's like, that's mine.
Because a lot of that too, y'all, was back pre-keto, pre-MS. We would do that every Saturday. That's when I still work my cabinet jobs, and I worked Monday through Friday. So every Saturday, she would, or during the week anyway, she would pick out what all shops she wanted to go to, or garage sales, estate sales, bazaars, and stuff. And we'd plan it out, and then we would always go to a brand new restaurant every Saturday.
Yeah.
And probably a dessert place too, or a donut shop or something every Saturday.
Right.
That was like our thing.
Luigi Cat said, my night is complete. Shelly has started the facial expressions. I mean,
what did I do?
Nothing. You're perfect, baby. Shelly said, apricot apple, I thought. I don't know what. Oh, yeah. I don't think it's apricot apple, is it?
What's that one?
The new salt flavor. Rickwood said, Shelly, it's apple smoke. Okay. I know there's apple in there, but yes. So it looked really good. So I said cherry, didn't I? Yeah, it's apple. Sorry. It's an apple salt. So I'm excited.
Here.
Okay, let's see. Now, let's flip them over though.
Okay. With tongs, or you just use your chef hands?
I guess I'm just using my chef
I'll
hands.
get the tongs.
Look, some of these kind of look like dinosaurs or something.
I know they do.
That's funny. Ooh, we're just going to flip these egg-like ones over. And then we'll put those back in. Oh. No.
Again?
Another
5.
Let's do 5 more minutes.
Okay.
How's the dip looking?
That's what I'm fixing to check next.
Brenda said, ooh, yum. Thank you, Brenda. Oh, it's apple pecan. Ooh, that sounds good. Oh, yeah.
Good or longer?
No, longer. Do it the 5 minutes. Till that egg life should start.
Browning.
Mm-hmm.
We might need to put it in a broiler, though. But
Rickwood said, I got my order in this morning when I found it in my email. Wendy and Harry were really liking it. Oh, awesome. Well, I'm glad you ordered some. OG apple pecan. And Brenda said, I'll need to go back and see Heath's costume. Yes, and you have to watch the very beginning. It is hilarious. Did he just take that from me?
No, I'm moving it so we can have it later. You want them right now?
No, that's all right. Take it from me.
No, because I want some too.
We'll
need my burnt ones.
We'll just eat them all until they're gone. Oh, I think you swap sides.
Well, that one's burnt.
Well.
And then if we still need it, we have 3 or 4 more bags of pork rinds in there.
Well, yeah. Brenda said, your purple looks awesome on you, Shelly. Well, thank you, Brenda. I appreciate it. And Sherry said, hi to the coworker, Cassie. Rickwood said, the snow and cold weather in North Dakota and Montana is headed towards Texas and Oklahoma. I know.
Bring it on.
I've been watching. Does anybody else watch? Oh, I forget his name, but there's like 2 or 3 on YouTube where they give like daily weather updates. And I watched his, and he was showing how the weather was going to come in and how it's going to hit, Texas for a couple of days.
Willie, the weather guy?
Nah. Carrie said, when cows go on a date, they go to the movies.
Wow.
Mama Bear Lynette said, uh-oh, Heath is already getting a little snippy on Friday night.
I am.
Okay, let's save the rest. Oh no, the worst. Carrie said, that sounds spuddy tossing taters.
Huh.
And Sherry said, spud toss, it's not an official Olympic event, right? The Olympic event should be the jalapeno in his pocket.
Huh.
Shauna said, after we all talked about Thanksgiving at the member cook-along, discovered today I'm going to be an orphan. Families going all different directions.
We'll come to Houston then.
I know.
We already have a room reserved. Come on.
I know. Well, but maybe if all goes well, we might be in, where's it at, Renee? I know it's not Rockport. Where is it? Portland? I don't know.
She can still stay here, though.
Right. Well, then she would still be an orphan, and then she'd be friendless. But yeah. Well, I'm thinking I'm going to make the cook-along that Saturday after Thanksgiving. And then we could all cook along. But maybe we'll find something, Shauna. Maybe if we aren't or whatever, we'll definitely do some FaceTime. How about that? Don't want you to be orphaned. Shauna said, I called a friend and asked to invite myself. We've been friends for over 40 years, so I've been adopted. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. And Barely Begun said, good. No shame in that, right? Brenda said, I've carved many pumpkins. Whew. I mean, one was enough.
Right.
I don't even think you carved it. Did you? Have you ever?
Yeah, as a kid, we did them.
Oh. Did you actually, do it, or did your parents take over?
Both.
Sherry said, I've carved a handful of pumpkins, less than one hand. I've drawn on many pumpkins much more successfully, and they last longer. Right, Sherry? I like that kind of nowadays where people are drawing on the outside of the pumpkin, and then that way, then the wildlife can have it afterwards. Because sometimes if you carve the pumpkin, like some people were spraying certain stuff, and if you do that, then you can't give it to the wildlife.
Toxic then.
Right. But if you do, there's certain things, don't even quote me, y'all. I can't remember what it is that you put on the pumpkins to make them last that is then safe for the wildlife.
Huh. Google.
Well, yeah. I heard it on several videos this past week. Rickwood said, I've carved and painted many a pumpkin over the years. Never entered a contest. Mainly was part of the decorations we had. Nice. Well, how fun is that? Oh. Shauna said, who else is she going to look at? Heath's the only one there.
Do what now?
Given the looks. Rickwood said, Crystal is still selling as much stuff as she could get rid of, Coda, with both her and Casey working full time. Oh, they're talking. Mom Bear Lynette said, Shelly, I love your little bat chips. Aren't they so cute, Lynette? Rickwood said, just put the whole bag in, Shelly. Well, I think Heath wanted some of those.
What is it?
The Egg Life.
Well, no.
Shauna said,
we have another one. Remember, that's why we bought 2.
Wow. Shauna said, wow, he's been wrong for a decade. Laugh out loud.
Thought I was wrong once. Turns out I was just merely mistaken.
What do you think? I still want it to be kind of brown, don't you?
The broiler will do that.
Okay, well, let's see. Is the dip even hot? I think opening and closing it.
Okay.
I think it needs another 5 minutes. The
On
opening and closing.
I understand, but it also requires me to get in and out of it, though, every 5 minutes.
Oh.
So, am I putting it back where it was or on the top on the broiler?
You can put it on the top, but not the broiler yet.
Okay.
Let's do another 5 minutes so it's heated through.
Okay.
How are the egg life?
That's what we're fixing to find out.
Snippy, snippy.
Well, because I can only do one thing at a time.
Oh. I mean,
do you like them?
Almost there. I mean, look, they're still kind of bendable.
Okay, so I can go back in then.
Yeah. Rocky Mountain Girl laughed. Sean said, you should read the Drist du Erden books by R.A. Salvador. He's my favorite author. Huh. I'm going to look those up. Drift du Erden. Oh, look. Already started coming up. Oh, wow. Those do look good. Okay.
What is it?
All right.
What look good?
It's the Forgotten Realms, a campaign setting for the Dungeons & Dragons fantasy role-playing. And there's an author, and I guess they have some books on it. Oh, cool.
Oh, wow.
Thank you, Sean. Brian said, Day of the Doctor was my favorite because the surprise appearance of the first Doctor I remember of Tom Baker. Sorry, I must have been gone when you said your favorite episode. I like Blink just because it was so different. It was so unexpected when I saw it, and it really had me on the edge of the seat. Now, it's not a typical Doctor Who, but I had really enjoyed that episode. But there was a lot of episodes I really liked. I think my favorite, was it Sidekick or whatever, was Amy. Of course, you know, I just liked her. And I know, of course, Rose is up there too. I really liked Rose, but yeah, I really liked her. But I still like David Tennant versus, I was going to say Matt Smith. I still prefer David Tennant over Matt Smith, but I still think Matt Smith was good. But I like his sidekicks, like Amy and Rory. Like, oh, that was just so sweet. Like, that was amazing. But yeah, Rose and the Doctor, you know, that's a really good one too.
All right, y'all win. The Friday Night Feast is now going to be Doctor Who Book Club.
Oh, wow.
So I'm going to have to catch up so I can join in the conversation too.
Brian said, maybe me and Beef need to take Evan to a WWE show.
I would love that, but money. He's being silly. He knows I hate it. That's why he's doing it. Way back in the day in in elementary school, some idiot started calling me that because I was a fat boy.
But you weren't. I've seen.
In their mind, I was. And you know, kids are evil.
Well, in elementary school, you could actually not have anything and they just say it.
Right.
Because I saw your pictures. You were not remotely overweight. If anything, you looked a little underweight.
They ain't going to believe you.
Rita said, can't stay because I'm working late, but wanted to wish everyone a blessed weekend.
Thank you. You too.
Rita.
Thanks for hopping in.
Working. Hopefully you're getting overtime. Mary T.
Hey,
Mary T. She goes, hi, everyone. You look awesome. Happy almost Halloween.
Well, thank you.
You too.
See, that's where I get kind of gypped too, I think, because Halloween is a Tuesday this year. I'm off on Tuesdays, but then I work Wednesdays. That means I can't stay up and celebrate it.
That's all right. Rick Wood said, most everyone will be out Saturday night for trick-or-treating. Tuesday is a school night, so most kids wouldn't have time to go out.
That's true.
That's smart.
That's
okay.
true. That's what I was thinking. Well, I figured what we would do is we have a huge neighborhood. because we're like the 14th Street back in it, and we're in the middle.
Yeah. So we get a lot of traffic.
But there's a Facebook group for the neighborhood. So obviously there's a bunch. If the neighborhood this big, there's going to be parents, with kids. So we're just going to either ask the question or just watch the chatter in there and see what's going on, what the consensus is.
Yeah, because somebody will.
Yeah, somebody will mention it.
Which please said, "Sorry, I couldn't make it this year, guys. I know we're missing you."
Well, don't apologize. You have a perfectly reasonable reason why. We want everything to work out for you on that endeavor. We understand.
Yeah.
Don't feel bad about it at all, please.
But we are missing you.
Yes, we do. But we do that every weekend, so I like hanging out with everybody.
Yeah.
I want everybody to come over every weekend and just party with us.
Speaking of Halloween, if y'all didn't know, Witch Please or Renee, her birthday is Tuesday, so make sure y'all go flood her Facebook page because I know she loves it, y'all. She just loves all the attention.
Yes.
So just cover her with attention on her birthday. She'll be so excited.
That's what I thought.
Oh, Mama Bear Lynette said, "Okay, y'all, time for me to put my kid bed.
Good night.
Have a great evening, and I'll watch the rest of this on the replay in the morning."
Good night, and thanks for tuning in.
Good night. Now you'll probably take out the chips first.
Yeah.
And then you'll just move the other one to the top rack.
And it's already on the top rack.
Okay. Then just remove the chips and then close it right away. And then bring the chips over here, and let's just take a look.
Here, you want this?
No.
No? Because I was going to do...
I think that's better. I mean, they're not like... Well, that one is. Some of them are very chip-like. Yeah, that is. Okay.
Because what I was going to do is just scoop them up and put them on there. Or on here.
On here?
On this.
Okay. Yeah. Scoop them and put them there.
Obviously, I'm professional.
Professional grade on this place. Let's see. Everybody talking back and forth. Air Fright Ani says, "I go on waves. Last week I watched several documentaries."
Yeah, we like those too. And then we actually were trying to watch the one on Dahmer, but it just got too gruesome. Well, and she started having that's a documentary.
No.
She started having really bad dreams about it too.
It just got to where it was a little too...
Ow! Oh. Ow! That hurt.
Sorry, y'all. It just got to where some things, like when I watch, like, it's kind of... I think that's why I don't like a lot of gory movies. Because then I'm a very, very, very active dreamer. And so I will suddenly not just be dreaming, like I'll be dreaming like I'm part of the movie. And the whole Dahmer thing, like we didn't do, I think the last 3 episodes, I was like, it's just
too much.
It's too much. Like when I'm dreaming constantly about it, like I need to back away.
And honestly, the subject matter really wasn't that enjoyable.
Which Please says, "I'm still here." Awesome, Renee. Sean said, with Capaldi, it got pretty ridiculous. Now, see, I didn't watch after Matt Smith. I haven't watched because that's when I got with this man. And you know how it is in the beginning. You're like, oh, I'm going to be nice. I'm going to do everything he wants to do. And so we didn't watch Doctor Who. And so I missed everything after Matt Smith.
So do you want to start at the beginning or start at the episodes you want? We'll go wherever you want.
Oh, all right. Yeah, wherever. We'll see.
Because, it's going to be a little hard to do now, but we got you that DVD set too, remember?
Yeah, I know.
Do we even have a DVD player anymore?
Yeah. Okay, now look if the top is
we didn't even set the timer.
If the top is not brown, then turn it on to the broiler. So, yeah, I never got to see Capaldi. Rocky Mountain Girl said, "Love Doctor Who, been watching since the 70s. Wow, Cindy, that's awesome."
No, it's not.
Okay, then yeah, turn it on the broiler, but let's just do 3 minutes. So we don't want burned ones. Air Fried Ani said, "Cute. Thank you." Carrie said, that is when I watched Doctor Who back in the day with the Fourth Doctor and haven't seen it since. Might have to look at it. I just paid the property tax with my aunt's exemption. Now I have to see about 2024, which I need to get going with another job. Oh, let's not talk about taxes. Yeah. Because, man, that's due for us in December. And, like, I just don't even want to talk about it. Let's not go there. We're having a tax-free discussion tonight. Shauna said, bats in flight. I know. And Brian said, tong, tap, tong, tong, tong. Do you know what that's from?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Witch Fleece said, my work did a trunk or treat last night in our front parking lot. Oh, wow. That's cute. Excuse me. Did you get dressed up? Hey, Debbie, welcome back.
Howdy.
I haven't seen you in a while. She goes, got off work late, but I'm here. Oh, my God, Shelly. Could you be any more adorable? Heath, where's your costume? You're so sweet, Debbie. Heath so the very first 5 minutes, you got to go watch so you can see why I got the cauldron here. And Heath put his costume on. So it's the first 5 minutes of the show. And then, like, I think, what is it? You just hate being restricted?
Mm-hmm. And I can't cook and walk around and do stuff and do with all that.
And Brian said, Ryan Hall, y'all. You don't know who Ryan Hall is? No? Because Rickwood said, Ryan Hall, y'all, is the guy I watch all the time. Oh, the YouTube weather guy, Ryan Hall. I don't know if that was him. Maybe is he kind of
grabbing it
like
before.
Like he's not exactly a beard, but he's got scruff here and a mustache, kind of scruffy. If it is, that's who I watched. Carrie said, that was cool. I got a wow from Heath. I know. Debbie said on Sunday, our hot. Oh, yeah, that looks good. Okay, you want to show everybody?
Ooh, that's hot. Sorry. You're going to move the camera?
Or move it back over here.
Here, take this.
Oh, okay.
Well, that way I can, or here. Yeah, take both of them.
Oh.
I can just grab the box like that. That way you can twist and turn that wherever you need to.
There. And then.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like a scary face, not a pumpkin face, right?
Yeah. Well, you can carve your pumpkins and make them look scary, remember?
Right. That's true.
Hey, but I still say we're probably going to need pork rinds.
Probably. I want to be able to see the face, but I'm scared this is going to burn us. So I'm going to turn it that way so we don't burn ourselves.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of pork rinds, y'all.
Oh?
I saw on Facebook the other day, it was just an ad that Pork and Good are now in Walmart.
Oh, nice. Okay, let's look. I got the bat, y'all. Is the bat cute? Ooh.
The only problem with that is I usually get this bag at HEB, and it's like less than $2. And they have flavors, but all of them have wonky ingredients.
All right. I got my bat. Are you going to get a bat or a pumpkin?
Pumpkin. No, I'm going to get a bat. It's right here.
Debbie said on Sunday our high is 32 and our low is 14.
Oh, look, it is load bearing. Check it out.
We kind of skipped fall here in Colorado, went from hot summer to freezing winter weather. Wow, Debbie. What?
It's like sour cream or something on it, or like the kefir cheese. Maybe. I want this whole bite, but I'm afraid it's fixing to burn me.
Yeah, don't put the whole thing in. It's going to be hot. Oh, wow, that's good. But, wow, Debbie. Yeah, now is it going to stay that cold? Because, like, ours is going to start warming up again Wednesday. That's good. What do you think? Uh-oh. You okay?
Chicken leg.
Chicken leg.
Those chicken dip. Those chicken legs.
Oh gosh. Now the sweet potato is a little softer. I mean, there's smoke coming out of this. Okay.
Wow. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
No, there was some flint or hair on your back. Let's see. I thought I had more than one pumpkin. How come there's only one?
I don't know.
What happened to the other pumpkin? Did it fall in there?
Possibly.
Hmm.
Look, I'm fixing to sneeze.
Oh. It's having issues, y'all. Yeah, I had 2 pumpkins.
Is it in the thing?
Mm.
There's nothing on the pan.
Is it underneath the pan?
No, it is not.
And it's not in the oven? Ooh. Mm.
You know what's going to turn the boil off?
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
No, it is not.
That's weird. Is it still in the pink dish?
Pink dish.
The pink bowl?
No, it is not.
Huh. That's weird.
Are you sure we didn't eat it earlier?
Why would we have eaten it earlier?
I don't know. Here's a pumpkin. That's not the one.
No, there was 2 I cut out.
Okay. That's what I said. That's not the one.
Mm-mm. That's weird.
Or is that the one I tried a minute ago? No, I had it back.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Are you sure you cut through them now?
Yes.
Stranger things have happened.
Renee says, my boss knows I'm hanging on the edge waiting for dates for the house. So she said, just let her know when I need the days.
Aww.
Wow, that's so awesome, Renee.
That is.
That's so considerate of them to work with you like that.
I don't know what happened. Like I took that bite and all of a sudden like something hit me in the back of the throat.
It was probably the fermented hot sauce. You asked for it. And the fermented hot sauce, if you're interested in that, we do have a couple more available. Just send us an email and we'll let you know what the donation would be if you're interested. So it's a 4-ounce bottle. Maybe in a little bit we'll show you, but it's a fermented hot sauce. If you're interested, just email us. Are you up for trying some more?
Yeah.
Okay.
Am I allowed to?
No. Of course you can. I don't know why that you even asked. It's really good with the sweet potato. What?
Because I wish they would have came out a little better.
Yeah. Patience. Ooh. Which Police said, I had a few sore days and one day had a very uncomfortable pain in the lower right pelvic area. To my surprise, doc said it's a phantom pain. For amputees, we have them do ankle pumps on both sides to trigger the nerves and interrupt the pain. I asked him, what am I supposed to do? Half a Kegel? He said, just ibuprofen, and they haven't been bad now. Oh, goodness. That's something. I'm sorry. And she said, because usually contracting muscles in the same nerve pattern can help interrupt that pain. Message to the brain, but how the heck do you address right ovarian phantom? Yeah, I have no idea how you would do that. Sean said David Tennant has the best personality, right? I
The
want to see.
actor or the character?
Well, both, but the actor, I think, is generally what it means. I want to see Good Omens. Actually, that would be the next show I really want to watch is Good Omens.
Okay.
Because I've heard him and Martin Sheen are excellent.
Okay.
In that.
I think we have that. I don't remember, though. It sounds familiar.
But, yeah, I would love to see that one. Rocky Mountain Girl said David Tennant was awesome. Thank you.
So that's the problem right here now. I don't know who you are talking about.
He was the one that was in.
That's why I got to play catch up.
Right. This is really good. But I mean, really,
you know what also be really good with this?
Huh.
If we had like those sweet peppers or bell peppers and use that as scoops for it.
Oh, that's true.
There's not enough of that bell pepper to do that, though, is it?
No, not the way I've cut them.
That's fine. She's been using it like for us, like julienne or like dicing them.
Mm-hmm.
So there's, if you're going to use them for scoops like that, you kind of have to plan ahead when you start cutting them.
The egg life really turned out great, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
As a chip?
Yes. Better than the last time I made them.
Yeah. They're really good.
Okay, I'm going to eat the pumpkin if you don't, because it's just staring at me now.
Okay. For what? Who? Me, Renee, or
what?
You talking about Heath?
What did I do now?
I don't know.
What'd she say?
I can't repeat that on air.
Oh.
Rickwood said, "Don't ever watch In Cold Blood. I remember when that happened." Oh, I don't think I've ever seen that.
Now I want to see it because she said that. Is that Doctor Who or something?
Shelley? I don't know what. Oh, Aransas Pass. That's where we might be spending Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay.
Wouldn't that be fun, though?
Is that north or south of where you're at now? I don't remember, honestly.
Is it a little past Rockport or before Rockport? Coming from our direction.
Yeah. Are you closer or further?
Renee said, if all goes well, all of y'all can come. Oh, wow. Wouldn't that be fun?
If it's going to be a dip, let's dip.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's going to hurt.
Shada said, I have big plans for next year since you'll be in your new house, right? Renee's going to be like, oh my gosh, why did I friend all of these people? Shada said, laugh loud, looks like Heath's mask.
Huh? Huh?
Mm-hmm. Oh, thanks, Debbie. She said, that is awesome, yummy, and fun. It is really good. But I mean, it's a dip, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, if you want the pumpkin, you can go ahead.
No, I'm using pork rinds. That's fine.
Well, I'm going to use some pork rinds too. And y'all, I didn't even get to do all the recipes I had planned for this month.
Well, it'll still work, right? For November.
Yeah.
Ugh. I hate when that happens. They start breaking.
Mm-hmm. Renee said, we might be eating on the countertop and not sure of when I'll be able to get extra furniture. I have a running list on Amazon of stuff I got to get for the house.
Well, Renee, remember though, we have all those folding chairs we could bring for you too.
Yeah. We'll just bring our own chair.
Yeah. And remember, I also have that bucket that works as a chair. I'll go ahead and bring that too. Yeah, I'll empty all the tools out of it. We can put other stuff in it, like cooking utensils or whatever we need.
Oh, yeah.
When there's a will, there's a way. We'll work it out.
How fun. You know what you should do, Renee, though? You should make a wish list on Amazon and make it public.
Yes.
I'm
if
just
you don't,
saying.
if we doesn't, we will do it for her.
But I don't know what she needs.
Yeah, we do. I got good ideas, especially for a new house.
But yeah, make that everything you have as a running list, make it a public wish list. I'm just saying, with the holidays coming up, people always want ideas of what to get, and then with your birthday and all, make it a public wish list.
Please.
Rocky Mountain Girl said, really? At Walmart? I'll have to look.
I just saw the ad, so I haven't actually been to Walmart because honestly, I don't even like going to Walmart. I only go to Sam's because we were gifted a membership, and because they do the self checkout, and they do the you can do the pickup easily.
Yes, thank you so much. It's actually Renee. Thank you, Renee, because like that Sam's, like we had a Zevia shipped. No longer do we have to like go try to find which store has the Zevia. This one actually came from San Antonio.
Really?
That's what it said.
Wow.
So now he gets a Zevia pack from there, which is way cheaper. And then tomorrow I'm actually doing a pickup. So I'm like, love it. Thank you so much, because it is so easy now to do the delivery and pickup for Sam's.
And because I was looking at getting a 12-pack at the grocery store, and it's between $9 and $12, whereas the 30-pack's only $21.
So with tax and tip.
That's a better. The only downside of that, it doesn't have all the flavors I want, or has too many of the ones I'm not a real big fan of. But I'm just for the price, I learned to love it.
Mm-hmm.
Like the one I'm drinking right now is a ginger ale. It's kind of It's not my favorite.
Yeah. Ooh, this is really good and spicy, y'all. It's that fermented Cooper's Inferno. Mm. Hey, Lisa. She said, finally sitting down to watch. What's for dinner? You want to tell her what we made?
Right, I got my mouth full. Sorry. A buffalo chicken dip. We're using canned chickens because we have canned chickens. We had to use the canned chicken because I bought a big old jumbo pack from Costco. And we just want something kind of quick and easy tonight. Come here, you need to get your water? Come on. Good girl. I know I got you blocked off.
And to me, this is fun. Like if you are having any type of Halloween party or even for Thanksgiving, what a fun dip to serve to everybody.
You use turkey in that too.
Yeah, you could do turkey. I don't know why you would, but okay.
A lot of people do. Or I was thinking too, like when your leftovers were, use leftovers for it.
Yeah, that's true. Do leftovers, but
I'm real big about that, y'all. Any leftovers we have, I like to repurpose.
Mm-hmm. Mm. But yeah, so it is really sorry,
no, you're fine.
Why don't you just pour some out on the plate? There you go. Ooh, that's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That's really good, y'all. I must be really hungry because I'm eating a lot.
I haven't tasted any of the bacon though. You sure you put bacon in here?
Mm-hmm. I've gotten bacon. Lisa, oh, thanks, Lisa. She goes, Shelly, you look super pretty. Aw. Well, make sure you rewatch the beginning because I thought it was hilarious.
Good girl.
Debbie said that cauldron is adorable. Is it a diffuser with essential oils in there, or is it dry ice or something? Thank you, Debbie. So I got this at the Dollar Tree last year under their plus finds or advanced finds or whatever they want to call it.
The boozy section.
Yeah, I think it was either $3 or $5. But it's just a little LED light. And you just add water. You could, I guess, do a drop of the oil in there if you wanted, for the scent. But, did it come unplugged?
Did it?
I don't know. It's not. Did I do something? Let's see. Maybe.
Well, most of that stuff from the dollar store has like a life expectancy on it or a self-destruct.
Yeah. Probably. No, there we go. It just wasn't plugged in well. And so, yeah, there's little LED lights at the bottom.
Do you need to go outside?
Kind of see it. And then you just add a little bit of water, just a tablespoon or two, and then it'll change colors, and the water basically makes it smoke.
Watch to see if you can see her.
Okay.
The black dog in the dark. She's gonna be
Yeah.
at the window.
I'm gonna see her, all right. But thank you so much. Isn't it so cute? Oh, thanks, Carrie. He said your food looks good. Thank you. Mary T said your supper looks great. Eating mine too. Ribeyes and the very last of this year's garden broccoli.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, how nice, Mary T. Rocky Mountain Girl said, looks yummy. Thank you. Yeah, the pork rinds are good with it.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it is pork rinds. I do like the sweet potato because it does add like a little sweetness to kind of counterbalance all of the heat.
Right.
Shauna said, I made that 2KK carnivore mac and cheese, but it's so rich, I'm going to whir it in my food processor and make dip. Oh, yeah. That looks really good. Sean said, David Tennant was Barty Crouch Jr. in the Harry Potter movies.
Okay. See, I was not a big fan of those movies. I thought those were corny. And honestly, I'm not a big fan of the author either.
Let's not get into that. But we did watch them on a cruise. Mm-hmm. But the thing was, when we watched them, it was so dark. It was really hard to see all of the characters. But I think I kind of remember David Tennant in those. But it wasn't a big role, right? It was just kind of a small part. If I'm remembering right, I could be totally wrong. Lisa said, is this a chicken cheese dip? What are the crackers? Yes. So, Lisa, so easy. It's a technically buffalo chicken dip, but we use the Valentina hot sauce, just a mild hot sauce, or you could get the buffalo. Added a whole stick of cream cheese, 2 cans of chicken, so just the canned chicken. And then I added 3/4 of a bag of the Gruyere and Swiss cheese that's shredded, but a half bag would probably be plenty. And then we added to that also some onion and diced jalapenos. And then we used our magic potion spice, which is basically clean the spice cabinet spice mix. And then also a little bit of our fermented hot sauce. So this is the Cooper's Inferno fermented hot sauce, y'all. Did you already put it up, or where is it? Oh, yeah, I see it's over there.
All right, I'll go get it.
It is so hot. Or if you don't mind while you're up, do you mind getting the bottle that's in there?
The bottle is in there.
The ones I bottled up so I could show them. Just one of them. I mean, look how red this is. It is like bright red. It is hot, y'all. It is mostly I'm trying to remember again. So Brian and Karen sent us, I think it was mostly ghost and habanero and scorpion peppers in this. No, babe, the short bottles.
Where are they at? I don't see them.
On the table at the end, right by the bottle you grabbed.
Hey, the only thing is my tea maker.
At the other end.
Oh, okay.
Where we put everything. Seriously, you put it there. I showed him the bottles. Promise. So, I bottled this up. We have a few of them left. If you're interested, send us an email. Yeah, look how red that is. There's the bottle. They're 4-ounce bottles. But we got the sticker on here that says Cooper's Inferno. And it's fermented. It fermented for 2 weeks. And so all I added after the peppers fermented, and of course it was just a basic ferment with salt, brine. That was it. And then when I mixed it up, I added just a little more salt to it. And some of the Cooper's Inferno spice blend, but those are all gone. All the spices are gone. But we do still have some bottles of the hot sauce.
Do you need more water?
Yes. So I added a couple dousings because Heath wanted it. But here, I'm going to be brave. I'm going to pour some of this hot sauce on here.
I don't want any.
This is hot. The fermentation really. You saw how much I put on there. Just a couple drops. I'm telling y'all, my throat is burning. My mouth is on fire. Oh. Wow, thank you, babe. Mm. Whew. Whew.
I didn't add any more ice. I figured I'd give you more water right now, and then we can add it and top it off again here in a little bit.
Just a cup, just a little drop, right?
What I don't remember which one was. A little dab will do you.
Whew. I'm gonna say, so Renee and those of y'all that have tried the MCT, you said that it's spicy, but you can still enjoy it. Like it has a good flavor and spice.
Yeah.
This is solid heat. Like
don't say it that way because they're gonna say that you can't enjoy it then.
Well, I mean, if you like, I just want whoever, if y'all want it, I just want you to know it's heat. It's like it's heat. That's what you're gonna taste is heat.
What's that one Splice Blend company or whatever? It's Can't Feel My Face.
Right.
That's what it's borderline that.
Can't feel my tongue.
Like the night we had Renee over, we did the wings, we did the hot ones.
Yeah.
We should have done one of them in that. That really, y'all thought I got messed up that night? That would really hurt me. Probably put me in a coma.
Probably.
Because seriously, when she was making it, she handed me a spoon full of it. All I did was lick the bottom of it, and she was laughing at me, and it messed me up.
Yes.
She's like, you didn't even taste it. I said, no, I got a taste. I promise.
Oh. Renee was directing that comment towards me for when I told everybody they needed to message her.
Oh. Was
You're welcome.
Telling you where to go?
Mm-hmm.
We love you.
But yeah, this is like did Delilah ever come back? But this is like pure heat, y'all. Like it is so hot.
Good girl. Come on.
Like, oh my gosh. Like my mouth, my tongue is still tingling. And it was just for those couple drops. Like my tongue is like tingling, almost numb, tingling, hot, fire. It's hot. But I do like it. Whew. And oh yeah, what I was gonna say too, because I fermented it, right? And I fermented it with
it hot rodded it.
I fermented and I had the weights on there. When I went to pull the weights out, you know, of course I washed my hands thoroughly first. I should have worn gloves. But I was also thinking with the gloves, it might be too slippery to pull because those things, they're glass weights and they do get slippery. I think you let another fly in.
Oh, I had to let your dog in.
Well, anyways, I was like, well, the gloves, I won't be able to grip them to pull them out. So I used my fingers, again, very well washed, to pull that out. My hands, that was like, I think, maybe noon or 1 p.m. My fingers were on fire until the next morning. Lisa said that self-checkout is the best.
Yes. I wish every store would do that.
It really is. Like, I mean, it's so convenient. And it just astonishes me, though, how many people don't use it. Like, I don't understand.
They're playing on their phones while they're waiting in a regular line.
Right. If you're a Sam's member and you don't use the self-checkout,
explain yourself.
If you don't use the scan and go, please tell me why.
Explain yourself.
Oh, Shauna. She said, I imagine that dip can burn twice.
Huh?
Wow. Thanks, Shauna. Well, do you want me to let you know?
You want pictures too?
Oh my gosh. Elise said, oh, yum. Love that dip. It is so good.
Oh, wow.
Which police said, well, the contract has 11/13 to close, but it's been with the underwriter for a week, so not sure if that's concrete yet. Oh, okay. Ugh. Lisa said, I always like using turkey and green enchiladas. I want to try using homemade egg wraps this year. Oh, you should.
Oh.
Ooh, green enchiladas with the egg life? Yeah. Shada, that's me. I like to avoid turkey. Same.
I'm just saying, if you're going to have all leftover turkey, there's some ideas with it.
Well, that's true. Carrie said, the sauce needs to be hotter for y'all.
Obviously.
Yeah. Not for Heath.
Just take that whole thing out and eat it.
Yeah, Heath couldn't take it if it was any hotter. I can't.
Remember, I'm a mere mortal.
I'm immortal.
Obviously.
Right? Oh my gosh.
Sorry. Wow, you're going back for more. Look at you. Crazy.
I know.
I call it a glutton for punishment. Feel the burn.
Because it's good and it's fermented. So it's healthy. Getting healthiness.
A healthy burn?
Yeah. My gut's happy.
Oh, it'll be really good.
Woo! Woo!
Do another batch of this and put it in the empanadas.
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't know if we're going to have any leftover, honestly.
I know, like we're really eating a lot of it.
Uh-huh.
Really good.
I mean, it's why we made it to eat it.
Yeah. Oof. I just heard Delilah jump. Like, seriously. This is like, I would say, Renee will know, on the level of Dave's. Like, you just want a drop or two.
Wow.
Woo. Shada said, what an awesome label.
Right?
I know. Elstray said, tell me how you clean your skillet. I always have trouble with saucy meals in my cast iron.
My favorite way, honestly, make scrambled eggs in the next day. You're probably going to have a little residue left over of the eggs, but then I just take a scouring pad, bust it, and then make some salt. The rookies will tell you some soap and water, but don't put any soap in that. I really find the easiest is the scrambled eggs. And that's my favorite. Usually, like on a dish like this, when we're finished with it, I'll do 4 to 6 eggs. It's like the perfect ratio.
Yeah.
For that
that's
size
usually
pan.
what we do. He does his eggs in
I
it.
love dirty eggs.
Yeah.
Or even sometimes, too, just to hyphen it a little bit, to kick it up, I'll go ahead and fry up some bacon in there or some sausage. Give it a little more grease. Like the little sausage patties.
Yeah. Wow, it's still a little hot.
That's the beauty of cast iron, too, though. And then, usually like once a month or something, or maybe every 6 months, actually, we'll take all these pans, we'll season them up and everything and throw them in the oven for like at least an hour or whatever, or we'll even do it in the self-clean setting, remember? We've done it before to clean them.
How I've cleaned them. No, what we did before to clean. What you're thinking of is the cooking.
Oh, that's
sheets.
right. The sheet pans.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, but on the skillets, yeah, every few months, if I feel like they're just kind of getting dingy, I'll just put some salt and scrub it to get that stuff off, wipe it down with some paper towels, and then I'll re-season it and then put it upside down in the oven on like a hot setting to let it the season set.
And what we did too, we still had a bunch of salt left over before we found Redmond. So we saved it just for cleaning these.
Yes.
And that's all we use it for.
Mm-hmm. So I said, just watching you taste that burned my mouth.
Aw. We got some of that cheese for you too to go with it.
Oh gosh. Illustrator said, dang, my mouth is watering. Watch you try that hot sauce. Lisa.
You're only 3 hours away. Come get your bottle.
Barely Begun said, and then you did it again. I'm telling you, I'm just a glutton for punishment.
Years ago, there was a food truck. They sold burgers. They had a spicy burger that you had to sign a waiver before you could order them, before they would sell it to you, anyways. And remember what they had a rank on, like how hot you wanted, like 1 through 6 or something like that.
1 through 3.
And then what did you tell them? Like 2.5 or something?
I told him, well, I want to try 3. And he was like, oh no. Huh. Have you had it before? I was like, no.
That's why I want it.
And I said, but I love spicy. And he's like, no, I really don't. He said, the 3, it's just, he said, no, don't. That's just like for really, really crazy. He's like,
she's like raising her hand. That's me. That's why I asked you for it.
I'm like, just ask my husband. He'll tell you. You crazy? Yeah, that's Shelly. And he was like, what? Why didn't you just do a 2 this time? And I was like, no, I really want to try the 3. Like I came here prepared for something hot.
And now they're out of business, so he can't even go back to get another one.
Yeah. And he's like, okay, well, how about this? Let's do a 2.5. I'll give you a 2, and I'll add just a little bit of what we add to make it a 3, and I'll just add a little bit of that. And man, I finished it though, but my whole face I was just tears, nose, water, everything was running. But I was like, this is so good, I can't stop.
If y'all go back and look at some of our early videos, there's a local tamale shop here in town.
Oh.
We have a video of us eating those. And remember what she called them?
I thought it was only on Facebook.
Oh, was it? Okay. But is it on my YouTube? Or anyways, you can go watch the videos on my Facebook though. But
it was a C4.
That's what she called them.
C4 tamales.
And it hurt me. She loved them. She's like, I want to get another batch. I need another bite.
If y'all watched last year where he basically guzzled Ketochow.
A gallon.
Well, on the C4, he had ice cream and he like, it was a lot.
Yeah. And she warned us first, and when she put the announcement out that she was making these, they're going to be stupid hot. You be careful.
Lee said, is it like Dave's Insanity? I would say it's pretty close. It's
Which one's hotter? Which one's hotter? Honestly.
I don't know.
Because Renee loves the Dave's, so I want her to try it and tell us which one she likes better.
Which Please said, it's a little past Rockport, 10 minutes away.
Okay.
On the way to Corpus.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Shada said, that does not sound safe, Shelly. The burning fingers. Yeah, that wasn't the best thing.
That's what I was wondering if like she had a paper cut or something on there.
Oh, no. It was just the skin itself. It was the whole finger.
Oh, wow.
Because, not the whole finger, because like I dipped my finger about to past the knuckle to grab it, and it was like these 3. And yeah, and I washed my hands like right before and then right after. And then, it still was burning until the next morning. And then I was like, when I finally got up, I was like, okay, what am I going to do? I think I'd have to like rub baking soda or maybe it's vinegar or lemon juice or something. And then I was like, oh, they don't hurt now. So I think I'm good. You're getting full, aren't you?
No. Don't you jinx me.
Shada said, that does not sound safe. Oh, I said that. Witch Please said, I have a running wish list and I figured out my theme for the house. Oh, do share.
Yes. Post it on that Facebook page that everybody's going to go visit.
And in this chat.
Yeah.
Shada said, I love Sam's Scan and Go. I know. Oh, Island Bunny. Zenobia said, have you ever watched Justified?
Yes.
Yes. It's one of her favorites, too.
Do you think there's going to be another season? Because we just finished the new season that came out.
Yeah, what was that one called? Justified what?
I want to say Emerald City, but that's not it, though.
No.
Google it. Or she can tell you.
City Primeval.
Yeah.
So we just caught the newest one. Have you watched that yet, Zenobia?
No spoilers if you haven't.
Yeah, but that's another one. I love Timothy Oliphant.
He's been good in everything I've ever seen him in, honestly.
He sure has.
What's her name? There was in that TV show.
Oh,
because she has MS too, remember?
No, I don't think. No, you're thinking of Christina Applegate.
Okay, yeah, okay, you're right.
Drew Barrymore is the one that they were in the Santa Clarita Diet.
Yes. He was good in that too. Mm-hmm. And I'm really sad that one ended. It's like every time they make a show that I love, they cancel it.
Mm-hmm. Maybe I don't want you to love Doctor Who then.
Huh?
Shada said, no, I mean spice and cook heat. Sheesh. Mary T said, I don't use self-checkout because I'm a career union girl. That is my reason. Keep the workers working. But I understand why people do use self-checkout. At Sam's, or do you even have Sam's up there, Mary T? I don't like using self-checkout at the regular grocery store.
No, I don't either.
As I feel like at a regular grocery store, you should pay me. If I'm going to have to do all that work, I should get paid. So if I'm not, which they're not, or get a discount for doing my own, then I'm going to go through the line and let an employee get it because, they cut down on how many lines they have open. So I don't do that there. The only reason I like Sam's is because you scan as you're shopping. But all the other grocery stores, if you do self-checkout, you have to then take everything out and scan them right then. But in Sam's, as you pick up an item, so I'm like, oh, I want this hot sauce. I use my phone, I scan it right then, put it in my cart, and the phone app keeps track of everything.
And gives you a running tally, too.
Right. So then you're like, oh, shoot, I'll spend that much? Okay, what are we putting back, right?
Right.
But you, and so you scan it as you're putting it in your cart. So then when you go to the front, all you do on your phone and the app is do swipe to pay. It checks you out, and then you just keep on walking.
It puts up a little QR code on the front of the on your app. You go. There's two separate lines on the far right side. At least the ones we go to, anyways. That's the way it's set up. I don't know how many lines actually there are to the left, but the rest of them, there's two lines for scan and go, and you just bypass. You walk all the way down to the very end to get out, and you just scan that barcode with them as you leave. And they just check your basket and make sure it matches to what's on your phone.
And it's the same thing. They have to check everybody.
Yeah.
So whether you're doing the scan and go or you did the regular checkout, they still have to check your items, which I think is a little silly if you went through the actual checkout line because that agent already did it all. I get it for scan and go. But anyway, so since everybody has to go through that, and then that's it. So I love that because those two things, being able to do it while you're shopping and not having to do it at the end, because that's why I hate self-checkout. Mm-hmm. And the fact that you then bypass all that. It's just like so easy just to keep walking.
Yeah. Okay, now I'm getting full.
Renee said, I'm not a person that likes a lot of stuff. I get you,
But you do. It's just your definition of stuff is different.
Right. You don't want it like my mother's,
Right.
where it's a freaking museum. But you do want selective pieces, right?
Yeah. Well, and there's things you need also as a
Yes.
homeowner, and like for your kitchen as well. You know, those aren't. Huh?
I think one of those little small square ones would be enough.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking too. You want me to go ahead and go grab one? Or are you still eating the chips?
No, I'm good.
Okay, because when I get up, I need to get the chip clip for it.
Yes, you do.
But I'm gonna get up in a second, though.
But yeah, what is the theme going to be for your house, Renee?
Is it orange everywhere? Because I also got some other orange stuff that you can hook up. That's my company colors now.
Oh gosh! And then let me know, or share your wish list, because
you're a mod, so you can post a link here.
I know your birthday and the holidays are coming up, so a lot of people like to have ideas.
And you know what she does to us? She buys us stuff all year, regardless of holidays or birthdays. So we're going to do the same thing to her.
Oh, we are.
Take you some of that.
Barely Begun said, I use both self-checkout and the normal, but what I don't understand is people who stand in a long self-checkout line when there are open cashiers.
Yes.
Yeah, why would you do that?
Like the other day when I went to Kroger to get the Egg Life. That's all I was getting. So that makes sense to do self-checkout. If I only have plus I think the sign even says 10 or less.
Yeah, usually.
Yeah, I just do that anyways, just because it's quicker for me.
Right.
But I don't like is when they force you to do it. You know, it's annoying.
Oh, when there's no.
Yeah. Like at the Kroger, they have 12 lines, 12 check stations.
Uh-huh.
Only 2 of them were actually had people there.
Yeah, if you're lucky.
Yeah. And that is annoying. Why build those and put them in if you're not going to have and then the only time you're going to put people there is on Black Friday.
Right.
I'm like,
the
why
day
build
Thanksgiving.
You know what I mean, though?
It's probably their biggest day.
I know, but so why even build them?
Mm.
But on the same token, I've seen people ranting and raving I don't know how it comes across my feed on Facebook. People crying about the self-checkout stuff and about how they're fighting the power and everything, and putting up giving them what for about it. They're not going away. There's no sense in crying about it. They're gonna keep doing it, so you're gonna have to keep using them. They spent all that money and all the technology to put them in.
Yeah,
they're not taking them out. So just learn to love it.
And seeing how many people use it.
Yes.
I mean, really, the only way they would do away with it is if absolutely nobody used it. But I see, like Coda said, that there's sometimes a line to use self-checkout.
Right.
And that's what I don't understand either. I mean, HEB is really good about having a lot of actual regular checkout lines.
Yes.
But then I will see sometimes the self-checkout,
they're backed up.
They're backed up, and I'm like, but if you go one over, it's the 15 or less.
Right.
You can already be done.
And what I don't understand too is a lot of the self-checkouts are closed.
Oh yeah. Well, and then why? I don't know. Maybe it's more of a self-conscious thing. They don't want somebody judging what they're buying.
Well, they're gonna have to run into that anyways because you're gonna run into an issue and you got to hit the call.
I know, right? Always. Yeah. Okay, Renee said, since it's a 1950s house, I'm going to be looking for antique type furniture to repurpose. Ooh,
nice.
I'm hunting a few specific pieces and have other ideas. Oh, that sounds awesome.
I like that you have a motif. I like that. That's cool. A theme.
Let's see. Barely Begun said, I do also like supporting the cashier's job security. Here in Oregon, they just changed our no self-service gas station law to allow it.
Wow.
And I'm not in favor. It's there to ensure jobs, right? And I have to say, when we have gone, was it Jersey? Where did we go?
Probably Oregon's what you said. But.
Well, I know, but I don't remember. I mean, we probably did have to in Oregon.
But New Jersey or New York, one of those, I think.
I think it was Jersey, but it's probably Oregon as well. I really like that because, being in a state where that does not exist, right? Where you have to do everything yourself. I was used to it. And then I remember going to a gas station and, you know, like I'm getting out and the guy's like, oh, no. And I'm like, oh, sorry. And, you know, he saw the plates and he's like, no, we do it all. I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Because I remember growing up, my grandma used to go to one right there by our house there in Alvin. It was a full service and it just blew my mind.
It was really nice because I was like, oh, and while it's pumping the gas, that he cleaned my windshield and, you know, checked the tire pressure and everything. I was like, whoa, like this isn't stuff I would normally
This is
do.
bougie.
I know. I was like, I like this.
Really?
Uh-oh. Lisa said, I need to re-season the new cast iron I have. My old one is always on point. Oh, why is that puppet? Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, it's not hard to re-season a cast iron. Like, it's really easy. Can I have the witch spatula, remember? I kind of enjoy re-seasoning a cast iron because I had to get quite a few, you know, whenever we did the antique stuff.
The one you found
Yeah. And yeah, there's actually another one outside, but anyway, that's another story. But whenever I've gotten them like from the antique or at an estate sale or whatever, I enjoyed having to re-season it and getting it back up. Just packing this away, y'all. This will be like a great meal, really. I could see Heath making a meal off of this. Oh, I like the bottom. Got like a little crusty at the bottom. That's nice. And then he'll just do his eggs in that. And then, oh, I didn't get a lid. Okay. And now I'm really full. I didn't get the lid.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I was digging it out when I had to go run.
Now, somebody did a tip on how you do these bags. Let's see if I can remember how they said. Like, you fold it like that. And then you do some kind of where you tuck it. Let's see if I. Okay. And you're supposed to like tuck it in, and then you roll it. Ah, thank you, dear.
Trust the fat kid. Let me do it.
No, I saw this like hack on how you get it to where it basically almost seals it.
Yeah, it's called put this guy on there.
Yeah.
Oh, is that cracked? It looked like there was a line going through it.
No. But do you mind like moving this? Because those all the flies just like bothering me.
Oh, excuse me. Oh.
Oh. All right. Just moving this all out of the way, y'all. All right. Mary T said, my eyes are watery watching you eat that hot sauce. Laugh out loud.
Oh, you know what else would be good? Not just the scrambled eggs and that. I'm making a frittata.
That's true. It's so good though. That's my thing. That's why I like really spicy stuff. Is because you're like, oh my gosh, that's so hot. And then a minute later, you're like, but I want more. Or maybe that's just me. Debbie said, I love self-checkout. I think I've secretly always wanted to be a cashier and bagger because it's super fun. Laugh out loud.
Well, I guess I don't like it because I used to be a sacker.
Oh.
I used to work at Apple Tree.
Oh, wow.
That's how old that is. They're not even in business here anymore.
But I saw something that they might be coming back. But Oh wow, I could see that it would be fun. Like I could see making a challenge out of it where you're like having to do so many at a time.
That's where you put the bread and the eggs in the bottom first, and put all the cans on top.
Oh goodness. Chada said, "You betcha," and Lisa said, "Googling."
What are we looking for though?
Oh, Renee said that sauce sounds perfect to me.
That's why I want you to try it and tell us if it's on par, better or worse than, not necessarily better or worse, but like say Dave's is an 8. Find out if that's like where it ranks against it. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, you get the dates out, and I would try it.
You want me to do it right now?
If you want, it's in the.
What do you want to try it on? Just on your finger, or you want the pork rinds?
Or just a spoon.
I'll just do all the spoons in the sink.
There's none on my plate over there. I guess
Possibly.
Not. Just a little spoon.
Ugh.
Shada said, "Laugh out loud," as Heath decorates Renee's house at Home Depot vintage. Right?
It's in the door, right?
Yeah.
That's not Dave's.
And then who knows? Maybe Renee will get to try this fermented hot sauce. Okay. There's the Dave's Insanity.
Yeah, you have a knife and a fork.
Oh, well, yeah. Give me just a little spoon.
Well, you just want just your fork.
Well,
all right.
All right. Here's the Dave's Insanity sauce. Whew. All right. So they know.
Yeah.
Mary T said, "Sam's technology sounds great. Don't know if we have them. Maybe in the city. Still makes all profits go directly to the grocer gazillionaires. Criminal what they make and on our backs."
Well, that kind of does anyway, since they're the owners. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying to be argumentative. It's just you have to find a spot. You have to find that hill to die on. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's only so many things I can fight against.
Right. And you have to decide. Like, I mean, all of the grocery stores, right? Okay. So.
But I learned a long time ago, though.
Uh-oh.
Pardon my French.
Oh no.
Every job is bullshit. That's why work is a 4-letter word. Because seriously, name me one job that you've ever done that you loved every single piece of part of it.
My job I do now.
There's not things you hate about it.
No, there's nothing I actually hate. No, there's nothing I hate. There are some things I prefer to do over others.
Not just that, but there's aspects of it where you don't want to do at all.
No, there's nothing.
You'd rather. Okay.
I
you're
love
weird.
Every part of what I do now, I absolutely love it. Like everything I do. I look forward to going to work. Like, I know that's weird, but like I really enjoy my job.
Because the way I look at it is I work to live. I don't live to work.
Well,
some jobs, it actually feels like you're living for them.
Yeah. Well, and I talk a little bit about on the Word Report. Because, see, we have different perspectives. I know I'm a workaholic. I've always enjoyed working, but I have had jobs that I did hate and did not like, but I still worked, right? But I have to say, what I'm doing now, I love the company. I love my team. I love my managers. And everything I do, I absolutely enjoy it. Now, there are some that, yeah, it's not my favorite thing, but I still do it. And then afterwards, I'm like, why do you not like this? Like, you do such a good job at it.
Should I go get the fly swatter?
I don't know. Then you'll just be swatting this fly.
I know. That's why it's a fly swatter.
So anyways, it's a drop. Hey, Rhonda.
Hey.
Ooh.
Howdy.
I'll let that sit for a second.
That's the Dave's?
Yeah, it's the Dave's.
Dave's an angry man.
I'm going to let that sit. Oh.
But then also, my perspective on it has changed a lot too. Maybe it's I'm getting older a little bit, but even like the job I have now, I really, really do enjoy. I even told her today that I actually looked forward to going to work. The only
That's
time,
the first I've ever heard you ever say that.
the only reason why I'm not looking forward to it tomorrow because she's off, and I want to be off on the same day she is. I miss having Fridays and Saturdays off with her, but I don't miss working Sundays, so it's kind of a weird conundrum. But even when the job is horrible, I don't want to do it that day. I just remind myself, look, I've been paid a lot less to do a lot worse. See, I'm too slow.
Yeah. Whew. I'm letting it sit, babe. Y'all. It's Dave's is definitely tingling. Rhonda said, I'm not paying to check myself out unless they're providing some kind of incentive. I'll wait in line till hell freezes over. Also, I do not show my receipt. Security is their problem, not mine. Yeah, see, that's how I kind of feel about
You already have cameras going.
Right. That's how I already feel about self-checkout. I'm like, why am I having to do this extra work? Right?
I mean, because why you didn't even like used to, there was the old sack and save.
Right.
Where you had to do it yourself because it was cheaper. But I blew that off too.
Well, Aldi is the same way.
Well, you can do it. Well, they just put it in a basket and then you go sack it yourself. But
yeah.
I'm fine with that. I kind of help them as they're going. I reach up and go ahead and put it in the bag.
Me too. Or I get the bag ready.
Yes.
So that, yeah.
And some of them kind of catch on and kind of help you.
Yeah.
But usually when we go to Aldi, we're not buying enough for it to matter, honestly.
Right. It's usually one bag.
Yeah.
But now, as far as the receipt, I still show. I just feel.
Because again, you got to learn the hill. You got to pick the hill to die on.
I just don't like to. And like the Sam's people, like they are like.
Yeah.
Like they're ready to tackle if you're like, no. Like they feel like it's their job to have to check your receipt. So I'm just like, well.
They're getting a hazmat pay.
Right. But otherwise.
Yeah, I got to do it. I think it's bothering me.
But otherwise, yeah, like if it wasn't a Sam's Club or a Costco, then no. But I've also heard stories like my late stepfather, his late wife, she one time went into Randall's, which to me, I always thought Randall's was highfalutin, but she went into Randall's and
waiting for it to land.
I guess they used to have where you could get a drink, and she went to the drink fountain and got herself a Coke. She, poured it. She took a sip of it and was like, oh no, this is flat. So she threw it out and put it there. They called the cops on her.
Wow.
And told her she didn't pay for the drink. And they were, apparently she was quite mouthy, and they were about to haul her off to jail over that.
I did something similar at a convenience store. I went to the soda machine, filled it. It didn't taste right. So I poured it out and made another one and walked up to the counter to pay for it. He started giving me lip, said, oh yeah, watch this. I turned and walked off.
Without the drink though,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, I just left the cup sitting there and walked off.
Yeah, I was just like, oh my gosh. So
that's crazy, over a soda?
Yeah, and she didn't even have it. Like she poured it out and left it there because she was like, well, this is disgusting. So I'm just like, that's just weird. But I don't know.
I think I got it, knocked it off.
It's just, you never know. Some people are just out to, and I mean, what I've heard though, she wasn't the most up person.
Right.
Let's say that. Like she did some things, so sometimes karma. Let's see.
She's the type of customer that you would tell her, lady, have the day you deserve.
Right. Well, let's say this. What she would do back in the day, of course, we're talking the 80s, y'all. She would go buy cigarettes at one gas station because she saw at one gas station they were on sale and then not at another. So she would buy the ones that were on sale and then go to the other gas station where it was regular price and say, oh, my son bought the wrong brand. I want a refund.
So she's the reason why they do things in the way they do now on the returns.
Pretty much. So,
Thankfully.
yeah. So, she'd get like a carton of cigarettes. I'm just ballpark and $15, and then go to the other one and they would give her 20, but they weren't the same store that sold it.
I don't know if you can do that nowadays with the UPC code on it now. That's what I'm saying. It's probably why they started putting those on there.
Right, or a receipt.
Yeah.
A lot of them are like, well, you have to have a receipt, or it's just like for like.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she would do that, and just like all kinds of like little shady stuff like that. So then when I heard the story about the drink, I was like, well, you know, she kind of had it coming to her.
Right. Karma.
Mary T said, "You're right, Heath. It's not going away. As long as I still have the choice, I'm good to go." Right? Yeah, it definitely is not. Barely Begun said, "Yes, New Jersey and Oregon are the only ones." Okay. And see, I think it was, we might have did it in both. I don't know. Rhonda said, "Oh, we're finally getting an Aldi. It opens in November.
Oh,
excited to see what all the hype is about."
Just remember to bring your quarter because you have to rent the buggy.
Right? I have to say, as far as produce goes,
yes,
we are really saving at Aldi. So if you don't know, I'm trying to keep to a budget of $75 for groceries a week. And that's any grocery. So like when we did the Sam's, right now we've already spent $42 this week at Sam's alone. So that only leaves me $33 for the rest of our groceries. Well, at Aldi, what was it you got? It was a bag of red onions and a bag of yellow or white onions.
Yellow, white, I don't remember. Just regular onions.
Both of them were 3-pound bags. And this is why I like the digital age. I know some people are against it, but it is so convenient when your price comparison. So he, showed me how much those 3-pound bags of onions are. I went to our HEB and our Kroger app to see what they were there, whether he should get them or not. And it's like, yeah, he saved $3 by getting them at Aldi versus getting the same exact thing at HEB.
A few years ago, this is again pre-keto, we used to do this a lot. We only had Costco. We would make it a point. We go to Costco first because there's no app really that works for Costco for you can check all this stuff. And before we bought something, we'd pull up the HEB and the Kroger apps because at the time it's the only ones that we had we could check with, and whatever was cheaper, that's the next store we go to afterwards.
Right.
Because we've always been trying to do that kind of thing. Now she's just taking it to another level, which is awesome.
Yeah, so it's like on produce at Aldi, I have definitely seen a savings. The meat is hit or miss.
Yeah, only time we ever buy it really is whenever we find the sales, the markdown packages.
Yeah, at Aldi, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only time I remember doing it.
Like I will compare, but so far our HEB and Kroger as well, we have gotten much better deals on meat than the Aldi price. The Aldi is they just don't like for example, HEB tomorrow is having their 12, isn't it 12?
I think.
Yeah, 12. It's a 12-pack of burgers.
And they're quarter pounders, aren't they? Or third pounders?
They're third-pound burger patties. So basically, you're talking, what is that? 4 pounds for $12.
And then what's really gonna be cool is when I'm off on Tuesday, I'm gonna go up there too, and that's the day before their sales are on Wednesdays when the new stuff comes out. So hopefully, I'll find some of those on sale even cheaper. And then when I find that kind of stuff, I'll just snap a picture, send it to her, and she'll tell me yes or no whether to buy it.
So yes, I'm really excited that HEB. So normally we pay $15 to $17 for that 12-pack of ready-made
burgers.
I mean, they're raw.
They're pre-formed patties.
Yeah, they're pre-formed patties, but getting that were $12. I was like, oh, that's a really good deal. Now I know per pound, it's like $3 a pound, and generally you could get just regular ground beef sometimes for like $2.47 a pound. So it's not
that big of savings.
Yeah, but for it to already be pre-formed, it is. And
usually when we buy those is when I catch them on sale. They'll do a 25% markdown on them Because then when I find those, I'll send her, because usually it's cool too. It'll have the original sticker on it, you know, the actual price that it was, and it'll have the 25% off also. So I'll send her a picture of both, and she'll tell me yes or no whether it is a really good deal or not. Because I'm horrible at math. I really am.
And he just is like, it's marked down. I'm like, yeah, but it's not a good deal. Rocky Mountain Girl said that's how it was at every gas station once upon a time.
Yes.
Right? Right? It sure was.
I saw a meme the other day on Facebook.
Oh?
It was like this back in the 50s, I think, or like, you know, when it was like glorifying like how flying used to be. And like, you know, they'd be like a huge spread.
Luxury.
Yeah. And then it says
meals.
before and then now. And they're holding a little sippy cup thing like you use for rinsing your mouth out on the bathroom, you know, one of the little bitty ones. And one single
peanut.
Yeah, no, a pretzel. One of those little bitty ones.
Right.
Like smaller than the size of my hand. And they're like, but it's the same price.
No, it's probably more.
Right.
Okay. So the Daves definitely felt it that whole time. So now I'm going to do our Cooper's Inferno. I feel like that's more.
Well, let me ask you a question, though.
Yeah.
This Cooper's Inferno, is it hotter than the original?
Yeah. Did the MCT?
No. Well, we never made the Inferno before in the hot sauce. We only made the seasoned blend. Never mind. I was going to ask you. So we call it the Inferno Plus. But we've never used theirs to make the hot sauce.
No.
When we started doing it,
spice blend.
Right. Whenever we were doing it, we didn't even have a hot sauce then. That's right.
Yeah. Okay. So I feel like that's about the same amount of now the Coopers.
I don't remember though. Let me see.
So I do get that fermented. Oh.
Uh-huh.
Like at first I'm tasting, you know, fermented. Oh. Fermented foods have a little bit of that sourness. That's the first thing I taste. Oh. But then it's because I was at first thinking, well, it's not really that hot, but then yeah, it really starts building. Yeah, I'm going to let that settle for a few minutes.
A lot of hot sauces, y'all, they make me mad.
Oh.
Because they don't put the little plastic dauber on top. So I have a tendency to over pour when those are on there. So what I've done is when I empty one of these bottles, I'll recycle them. I'll rinse them out and recycle them. But then I'll take those little daubers, wash them, and save them. For when I get another bottle that doesn't have it, I just cap them on there. Because they're all the same size.
Mm-hmm. Now, this one's already got my lips tingling.
Yeah. It's a different sting, right?
The Dave's was immediately hot. Yeah, but it's not the MCT. That's why I keep changing it. It's the Cooper's.
All right. We just recycled a bottle, upcycled our own bottles.
Oh. The Dave's was immediately hot and stayed pretty much the same level and then slowly dropped down. This, at first I was like, oh, it's not really hot. Like I just tasted the fermentation, that brine, basically, the sourness. But now it's like my lips are on fire and my tongue is on fire. We'll see how it is in a few minutes. But Shada said, growing up as a teenager, my GPA owned a service, or is that grandpa owned a service station. I miss full service stations, right? Although he also made sure I knew how to change a tire and check my oil. Well, after I didn't own a VW, but
wow.
Right. And then nowadays it's kind of hard to do some of those things.
You almost have to be a computer
cars now.
You almost have to be a computer programmer to work on a car.
Renee said, I do plan to have some macabre with the already present curiosities.
That's awesome.
I love curiosities.
Yes.
Rocky Mountain Girl said, time for me to scoot. Have a great weekend. Good night, Cindy. Have a great one.
What I love about that, her little motif she's working on,
Uh-huh.
she can still do those curiosities and still be in theme.
Right.
With the age and everything stuff she's looking at.
Oh, yeah.
Because those never go out, you know?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Shada said, love it. One breath, Heath is super full. Next breath, he's planning the next meal.
Gotta stay on brand.
It's not just a clever name.
Right? I mean, I'm full, but I know I gotta eat later. So
El Strange says she remembers Apple Tree.
yeah.
Oh, the grocery store.
Yeah.
And she said, Googling Timothy Oliphant. You won't be disappointed. Just saying, girl. El Strange says, was Apple Tree that same company as Tom Thumb?
I don't know, honestly.
I don't know.
I honestly don't know.
I don't know. I enjoyed Apple Tree. Oh, you know which one I'm thinking of, though? I'm sorry. I'm thinking of Albertsons.
Yeah. That's different, yeah.
Yeah, I really liked Albertsons. Shad said, agreed, he.
Oh. On.
What you were saying.
I know, but what part? I've said a lot.
Well, I don't know, because I'm behind on comments. Renee said, she's talking to Joe, but she said, I've been following a guy on YouTube, The Lair of Voltaire, and getting some ideas, but it must be Gothic Academia. Yes, I watched him. I found him from Jade the Libra, and you know he's a musician as well, right, Renee? Because I think he was playing in Austin like last week or this week or sometime soon. He's going to be in Austin, I believe. Ronnie said, I work and do what's needed. Kids say, seems like your job is demanding. First of all, it's not just a job. It's my career. Yes, ma'am. I need what the demands were when hired and accepted the position.
That's true.
Right. Exactly. I like that. It's not just a job. It's career. Exactly.
Like I said earlier, it's all your perspective.
Yeah. And that's what I've heard before, too, is, yeah, if you look at a job as a job, then, yeah, it's just a job. But if you look at it as your career, you are going to see it in a different light.
But what did Andy say in Shawshank?
Oh, Lordy.
You can get busy living or get busy dying. It's all about your perspective.
Shad said, I love what I do and I get paid really well. It's just the unrealistic deadlines and upper management that makes the job unbearable.
Yes.
Yeah, that is hard when they do the bad deadlines. Oh, and then sometimes, yeah, some management, I have been with management that are just unreasonable.
They're the ones that run places, run good employees off.
Yeah. But I have to say, the company I'm at right now, all of the upper management I have met so far are just outstanding individuals. Like, they're all really good people. So I really enjoy it. This is the first job I can actually say that, because I have been at several where it's like, well, I enjoy my job. Like the one big corporate job I had for over a decade, like for several years, I really enjoyed what I did. I looked forward to work. I rarely called in sick. You know, I did all that stuff. I got along with my coworkers. But yeah, there were some managers that were just a
pieces of work.
Right. And then how things changed when they sold and all this other stuff. Then it just got to be where I hated going to that job. Just hated it.
Mm-hmm. That's when it becomes BS.
Right.
But I'm really, really loving this new job. And they're bending over backwards to help me do stuff too. Like there's lots of one-on-one coaching as I need it for the different things I'm running into. In fact, I reached out to my boss today on a couple of issues I was having with some of the tasks, and they worked in an extra 15-minute meeting for me with just me and him one-on-one, so we could go over some stuff. And he told me, "Look, I'm just being too hard on myself. I've only been at the job 2 months." And he goes, "You're making great progress." He goes, "You're doing stuff that people that have been here for years don't do." And I'm like, "Wait, what?" Yeah.
You didn't tell me this.
Because we haven't had time. It just happened today.
Oh, okay.
And it just really helped me. And I haven't said anything about it yet. But they actually had me work in. I had to submit a request to my doctor. They built in an extra break for me. because sometimes it's kind of graphic, but sometimes I have bathroom issues, and I'm phone center. It's a call center job, so I have to step away from the phone to go take care of business. So they worked in extra breaks for me, just so I can do that. That I've never had a job do that before.
I know, that's awesome.
Yeah. And then he was telling me, because I don't know if I told y'all, I don't want to put too much of his business out there, but when I first met my direct supervisor, I was explaining to him, y'all have seen me, I yawn all the time. That's one of my side effects of my MS. So only time I ever have to be on camera is when we're on meetings, and half the people aren't even on it then. And he doesn't really enforce it. I just do it because I want to be part of the team.
Aww.
And they said it is required. It's kind of cool, I feel like.
Yeah.
Plus, I have a couple of decorations in the room I get to show off, and it gets people talking all the time. So I was telling him, I said, well, look, check it out. I'll just give you a heads up. This is one of the first times I met him and talked to him on the camera. You're going to see me sometimes, time to time, on the meetings yawning. And I said, it's not because you're boring or because I'm not interested or tuned into what's going on. I said, I just have a neurological disease that causes me to do it. And he's like, look, time out. He goes, I do too. I said, whoa, what? You have one too? What is it? And he goes, I have MS. And my sister has MS too. So we've really kind of bonded over that too. And we trade back and forth different tips and tricks that's helped us. In fact, he's told me a couple of times when he's going to be out because he had to go in for treatment for the stuff. Because he's on a different program than I'm on, different medications and stuff, and he gets actually infusions for his.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And that's the bad part about MS is that no two symptom, no two, I want to say victim, no two people's, their symptoms are identical. So what's working for me may not work for him and vice versa. Because he eats a lot more carbs than I do, but he's also because he's not keto. But he's listening to what I'm telling him, and he's going to start trying more of it too. So
that's good. Little steps.
Yeah.
Shauna said she talked to his supervisor next time, and he finally fixed it. And I was so confused. That must be about your card.
Yeah.
Carrie said he's going to bed.
Good night, brother.
Carrie. Have a good one.
Good night.
Shauna, Radical Geek is not doing her coffee talk. So we'll see everybody next Friday.
What, is she going to be out of town or something? Or,
no, she's doing that
Friendsgiving?
trauma.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's got a convention going to then.
Yeah, so she did it last night, and she's doing it again tonight. And she said when she woke up this morning, she was like, yeah, this isn't going to work on Sunday. I'm not going to, because she's doing it all 3 nights, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So she's like, she's going to be too exhausted.
So we're watching
Sunday.
your show Sunday then.
Yeah. Let's see here. Oh, L Strange said, I swung by Aldi Thursday. I was hoping to get the cheese advent calendar. Oh, are they out already?
Oh, yeah. I forgot about those.
Rhonda said, oh, yes, trying to figure out how I'm going to schedule my 2 weeks I have left by end of year. Does it roll over?
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Yeah. See, that's something, because I found out recently. I thought it was, and then I saw something else, because I guess because the company is so big, some people fall under one type of sick plan and one falls under another. And so our sick leave does not, or our sick time rather, does not roll over. So I'm like, well, do I use the sick time I have, or do I just lose it? Now the PTO, what they do is up to 40 hours, they will pay you that in February. So I'm good with that. I did that last year. I had 40 hours of PTO still at the end of December. So I got that paid out in February, which is nice because it's almost like a bonus check, you know?
Right.
This year, I still have those 40 hours because I'm like, well, you know, I can wait on using those 40. I don't need it. But I have another day. So I have more than 40 hours. So I got to use the over 40 before the end of the month, the end of the year. And so it's like, oh, got to use that up.
Talk about first world problems.
I know. See, but 2 weeks, that's a lot.
Sounds like you need to use it for a vacation or a trip to Houston.
Right? Shada said, I'm happy for the little PTO we have. It's not much, but we but we used to get nothing, right? And Ryan said, I think they're going to open up with a bang to get you hooked.
Oh.
I don't know. Open up with the Aldi.
Yeah.
Okay, Shauna.
Oh yeah, the other thing we like, they have their own version of the butter.
Oh, the Kerrygold.
You have their version of the Kerrygold butter. We get that.
Yeah.
Occasionally, we'll get their milk because it's cheaper.
Depends.
Yeah. But I mean, that goes with any. You just look at the sales at any place, honestly.
Yeah. Shauna said, "Oh, look at Shelly sacrificing her taste buds for us. Is Shelly gonna break out in Deo Day, a Deo? Deo? What is that? Laugh out loud. I don't know.
It's a song, but I don't remember which one it is."
Mary T said, HungryHorde Fear Factor hot pepper sauce. Laugh out loud. But you notice it's only me doing it here.
Because I'm smarter than that. I know it'll hurt me and I'm not going to do it.
So you're saying I'm stupid?
No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm telling you, keep your feelings off your shoulders. I'm telling you is that does not hurt you. It'll hurt me, so that's why I'm not doing it. That's what makes me smart.
It actually does kind of hurt, but it's a good hurt.
That's what I'm saying, though. But it's not enjoyable to me, though.
I know. I'm just razzing you, but no. So it's really close, y'all. It is really close as to. I can't say which one is hotter than the other. This one is immediate heat. This one, what did it take? Like 5 seconds.
It sneaks up on you.
Yeah, it's like a 5 seconds, and then it's like woo, which is something because like on this, like he knew immediately. Oh shoot, I'm in trouble. On this one, if you first tasted it, you would be like, oh, I think it's okay, and you would dab more on your stuff, and then you'd be like, oh no, I'm in serious trouble.
Remember when I messed myself up with the Daves?
Oh, I know.
And there was no dauber on it too.
Yeah.
That was part of the problem also. That's why I always do that now.
That was at Renee's, and we're both looking at him like,
slow down, Turbo. And it's already poured, so it's too late.
Shauna said, it's like that Cooper's Inferno inhabited her.
Yes.
Just he. Sean said, I really love working on cars. It's just finding the time to do it. Well, that's really cool, Sean. Like antique cars or modern day cars? What kind do you like to work on? Or is it like, what do they call muscle cars or drag racing cars?
It's like that story I was telling y'all about our guy in here, BSM. He used to be my car guy. He loves working on cars. He's really good at it too. His daddy was good at it, taught him and everything. I used to always bring him my clunkers and stuff before I had the new cars, and he would fix them for me. He only had 2 rules though. There's 2. Sean probably knows about it. There's 2 manuals. They come out with their I think Haynes and Chilton is the manufacturer, and they make them for every model car there is.
Oh.
It's like a little manual on how to fix what goes where and everything like that.
Oh.
He said, if I'm going to work on your car, here's what you need to do. He goes, I want you to buy me either one of those books for your car, but you're going to give it to me. Because he will sit and study it like it's like if you're just for fun reading it. He goes, then you have to buy me a roll of those blue shop towels.
Wow.
They're like the regular paper towels, but they're really thick. They're they're used for working on cars and stuff. He goes, you have to buy me at least 1 roll because I'm going to use them. Well, whether I use the whole roll on your car or not, it'll work for me on whatever other project I'm working on. That was his rule. He goes, and I'll help you with it. He goes, and plus you got to buy all the parts for it.
Well, yeah.
He goes, but I'm in all the labor, but here's what we're going to do. And here's the days I can work on it. You come over this time, you bring your car to me, and I'll work on it. He goes, you're going to have to help me, and you probably have to run and go get parts and stuff like that, or cook for me or bring me a lunch or something also, but that's the rule. So anytime you brought him something, and he was saying, a shade, they call them, back in the day, we call them shade tree mechanics. Because you pull it off under the shade, and they'd work on it.
I mean, that's good. I love doing stuff like that.
I loathe it.
Yes. Heath is very much, I feel like your thing is you would rather somebody else fix everything.
Yes. If I can afford it. That's why you pay people to do stuff like that.
Even if
they make people for that.
But see, I'm the type of person, even if I can afford it, I want to know how to do it.
I know how to do it, but I don't want to do it.
My thing is, I think because I grew up poor, I always have that feeling of I never know when that might happen again. So I need to know how to do these things just in case.
I grew up poor too.
Yes.
I just learned what I can and can't do, what I should and shouldn't do.
Oh, see, I
Because
guess
a lot of times when I try to do your approach, it ends up actually cost me more money.
Oh, I've never had that experience, but I've always been somebody. I've always had the mindset I could do anything, because my thinking is, if that person over there could do it, surely I could do it. Like,
Right.
if they could do it, why couldn't I do the same thing? Like,
well, because a lot of times too, so I've tried telling you in the past, there's a proper tool for doing the job correctly.
yeah.
And that's when you start messing stuff up when you try to redneck engineer it. So sometimes buying the tools you need to fix the job correctly ends up costing more money than it's worth.
Well, and that's why.
And sometimes it's better to replace than repair.
Well, and that's true. Sometimes it is. Like the one couple I've been watching a lot, even though they're plant-based, Under the Medium. Well, they bring it up almost every episode.
Well,
It's
they
kinda
have
getting
to.
Old.
They have
But
to.
anyways,
It's part of the decorum.
they that's what they said is, yeah, you have to measure things. They said, like, they had a deep freeze,
Mm-hmm.
but they said they had it since the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
So for 40 years it's been running, but they said, but actually, because it's working, why would we get rid of it, right? But then they started doing the math, because now there's this device, I forget what it's called, where you can plug any appliance or device into it and it'll tell you how much electricity or watts that particular device is using. And it's like a readometer or something, a wattometer, or what's the watt, something like that. Anyways, well, they started doing that and they saw that freezer was using so much electricity to run, versus nowadays there's so much, the 70s versus now, most appliances are very energy efficient.
Because a lot of them, you'll even see the sticker when you go look, the Energy Star, right?
So they went and they looked at energy efficient models to see, okay, well, how much would this use versus what we have, and how long. She said what they do is they say, okay, it's energy efficient. How long is it going to take us to basically, how long are we going to be saving to actually end up paying for that appliance? And she said, so after all those years, even though, yes, that freezer was still working, it was kind of on its last leg, throughout the years he had worked on it, they finally upgraded to one that was energy efficient. And they said, it's not only is this one working, it's actually bigger and it's working more efficiently than that one ever had.
Wow.
So they're saving in, their electricity. So it was worth the purchase for that. So yeah, sometimes buying something or replacing it is worth it. But sometimes it's like, well, you have to check it all out and see, just like our dishwasher.
Right.
We were going to do it. And again, thanks to Brian, he was like, no, you don't need to replace that already. Let's fix it. And see, that's the type I am. It's like, okay, well, let's just get into it and see if we can fix it. Because if we can, and it's not going to cost us, if you have to fix something, it's going to cost just as much as getting a new one.
Well, maybe I'm a conspiracy theorist too, because I really feel like a lot of times these companies are making stuff as soon as like that warranty runs out on it or like that. There's a self-destruct feature clicked onto it. I swear.
It does seem that way.
Like she's talking about that freezer that they're talking about. Those things would last forever. It would probably still be sitting here after a nuclear holocaust or whatever, the bomb goes off. But now you look at one of these new, like the microwave, you look at it funny and it crumbles. It's just, I don't understand.
Well, and that's where it comes again on knowing how to fix things. Yeah. And looking up how you do it. And that's the great thing with YouTube and Google.
That's why I say I got a PhD from YouTube University.
Because, you can like Google or YouTube anything, and there is probably at least a video. If not, there's some kind of paper that will walk you through how to fix whatever it is. And I'm saying that's the best thing to me.
Yes, that's awesome, actually.
Lisa said, #stay on brand, laugh out loud. And Rhonda said, Shelly, I fermented cucumbers and canned a few. Oh, nice. My kids and granddaughter love them. I made fermented relish and a mixture of what tastes like kosher dill and little sweet spears. They're addictive.
That's awesome.
Wow, Rhonda, that is awesome. That sound, oh my gosh.
Now we're going to be making them watch.
Now I want to try that.
Yes.
What was your fermented so the relish, was it just cucumbers? Renee said yes, and he was just in Houston. Yes.
Who?
That the ball of the Voltor. I forget his name.
Oh,
anyways, wow. I know who you're talking about. I could see him in my mind, but Voltaire. But yes.
Oh no.
Mary T said, I worked at a college for 30 years, met my husband there. He worked there for 40 years and met all my best friends there. Almost everyone I love, I met at that job.
That's
I have
awesome.
so many fond memories.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. Wow. And to stay there 30, 40 years, like you had to love
That
it.
is awesome.
Renee said, just made a yummy chorizo queso
Yes.
with the HEB white easy melt cheese and a new clean chorizo I found at HEB. I might have added some extra kick too. You needed to add this, Renee. Just saying. That sounds good. I hope you share in our group.
Yes.
We haven't had as many people sharing their pictures lately. Shauna said, last year's Sam's cheese calendar has so many repeats, I was sad. Same. L Strange said, no calendars yet, but I did buy some cheese to hold me over. Oh, thank goodness. But I did get an email from Aldi saying our advent calendars are coming. And then it had a link where it said, see what we're getting. But every time I followed the link, nothing would load.
Aww.
So they're coming soon.
Look
I'll
tomorrow.
look. If I see them on tomorrow, I'll message you, Lisa. Shauna said, I almost always have extra cheese. I mean, she said, yes, day of daylight come and we want to go home. Oh, I remember that song. Daylight come and we want to go home.
Where's that from though? There's a
I remember it from Hot Pursuit.
Oh, I thought it was in Jungle Book too though.
I don't know. I remember from Hot Pursuit with that other guy that I thought was always so cute.
What is going on?
What?
I gotta go again.
Oh my gosh. Hot Pursuit had. Remember? Oh, maybe it's not Hot Pursuit because that's not this. This is like an 80s movie. What was it? Maybe it was Paradise? Okay, John Cusack. Let's see. Movies. All right, let's go back. No. Why did I think it was Hot Pursuit, though? Man, he had a lot of movies back then. Okay. 90s. Wow, he's been really active in the 2000s. Beetlejuice. Oh, it wasn't Beetlejuice. You are so right, Renee. Are you going to say it a third time? I need one more, Renee. Huh, that's so weird because I know. Let me see here. Film. Hot Pursuit. Yeah. Okay, so they must have remade Hot Pursuit. But the original 1987 Hot Pursuit, I thought it was in there, but I could be wrong.
Was it police drama?
Huh?
Was it a police movie?
It was like a murder mystery type. Okay. Rhonda said, we get 12 sick days, but if you have more than like 6 separate occurrences, you get a talking to. 7 suspended and more, you can be fired. Why have them? Not firing anyone because they're short-handed. Wow. I don't even know if we do that, at least not in our department. So I don't know. That's right. You remember what movie it was? That was daylight coming. We want to go home.
I want to say Jungle Book, but
No.
I don't think that's right.
Here, Renee did Beetlejuice.
Was it really? Okay.
Beetlejuice.
I believe you. I just don't remember.
Beetlejuice. Where's he at? I said it 3 times. Oh, and Shauna sent it to me as well. Witch Police said, "Oh my God, that breakfast day stunt was hilarious."
Oh.
That was when you poured it.
Oh, at her place, yeah.
That was what inspired me to save the dropper tops to add to those bottles.
I'll learn you something. Because you got
Queenie, welcome, Queenie.
Hey.
November 1st, the Aldi cheese calendar goes on sale in stores. Well, thank you.
Who's that?
Queenie,
Oh,
she
nice.
said November 1st is
Okay.
when they're going to offer it. Thank you so much. That's
Nice.
awesome.
That's on Wednesday, so that you can do it that Saturday then.
Rhonda said, "I've had 1 sick day this year. Work remotely. They should look at that fact. Remote workers hardly ever use such time."
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Like I think I've only been out once this year. But our company also allows it for mental health days. So you can just say, look, I need a mental health day. But I don't think it's ever, at least where we're at, we don't look at like occurrences or anything. It's just you take it. As far as I know, Sean said, "I have the Haynes manual for all my vehicles."
See, I told you he'd know.
"I love tinkering on my 2015 Mustang."
Oh, wow.
Ooh, that's
But,
my hobby car.
Sean,
Wow.
tell me if I'm right though. Isn't the other one Chilton? Chilton?
Shauna said, "I used my first sick day in 15 and a half years last month. My supervisor said it was about time."
Wow.
Wow. Rickwood said, "The dogs are giving me the evil eye, so it's time for me to take them out and go to bed. Everyone have a great weekend. We'll see you around the deck." Good night, Joe. Have a wonderful weekend.
Yeah, we're about to have to go
and a
too.
happy Halloween. Yeah. I'm trying to get kind of. Renee said, "I never call it sick, so it's nice to have the full paycheck option versus the 60% short-term disability." See, and that's nice because yours roll over. And so before I've had jobs where it rolled over. So yes, I would just keep accumulating it. And that's what I had planned to do. But this new company, we get 72 hours every January 1st, and that's it for the year. Use it or lose it. Shauna said, "I guess I needed a less obscure and easier to spell reference." Sherry said, "Shelly, I totally have your mindset. I can do it, and if I can't, I will fix it so no one else can fix it." Right? They come in, they're like, "What the heck happened here?" Well,
Somebody was trying to save some money.
But I have saved us a lot of money. And what Brian did,
Yes.
that's
another reason why I keep him in my pocket.
Yeah, but I want to learn from him. That's why I kept asking him questions so that then I know going forward. And like he was really good about like telling me, okay, yeah, the outside AC, which you have to admit, that was pretty easy.
Well, yeah. Yes, it was.
That cost us $10 to do the outside. And he's like, "Yeah, you want to do the outside unit every year. Like the springtime is the best time to do it every single year." He said, "But the inside, because it's inside probably every 2, maybe 3 years, just depending on, how much dust. But I know in this house, probably every 2 years," which allowed me right away. I went into my calendar and I set the date for March of 25. I was like, clean inside AC unit. And then he was real good about telling, okay, this is the best brush to get. He's like, you don't have to buy like the special stuff. He's like, no, this brush, it's like this long brush that looks like a long toothbrush, but it's like,
it's like for
12
cleaning
inches
bottles,
long.
basically.
Huh?
It's like the ones you use for cleaning bottles.
Yeah. And he's like, you just get that and you clean the under there. And he's like, and just pour this stuff in. So he gave me all the tips so I know how to do it. And then he gave us some other tips on, okay, this box, you really should insulate it. That will help you a lot. And you were like, oh, yeah, that'd be easy for us to do.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the other stuff.
And what's really cool, too, is the stuff he told me I need to insulate it. We actually have in the garage already from her brother. some of his projects he was working on.
Yeah.
And this is why she makes fun of me for being a hoarder, but it ends up helping.
Yes.
Just like whenever I had to rebuild that bench over here, it was the extra lumber I had in the house.
Yes. So see, and that saved us a lot of money. We didn't need to go buy a new bench because you can fix it.
Yeah.
I like doing it. And I always get like a sense of pride when I do something like cleaning the AC unit. That like made my day.
Yeah.
It made me so happy. And then like I really love it like when you join in and you're happy about it.
I know it just cuts into my couch sitting times. The reason why I'm mad.
But I enjoy it because then I'm like, wow, I did that. Yeah. Like, and then I
guess it's because I've had to build stuff doing that type of work my whole life. It doesn't do anything for me to do that type. You know, I guess there's a reason why I look at it different. I've always had to build and create and do stuff like that and fix stuff all my whole life.
Well, I did too. I mean, I wasn't a carpenter, but like because you know, like we went without an air conditioner for several years.
Yeah.
Like
I don't understand that either.
Yeah,
that would have never happened in my family.
Yeah, well,
because like even my very first apartment when I moved out, the doors were swinging the wrong way. Either there was a single door on either side of the fridge. I mean, of the range. They swung opposite. I had my tools in the back of my truck there at the apartment. I went out and got my tools and fixed it right then because it's just 4 screws. Boom, 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 and I had it fixed. My roommate or my buddies came over and they were scratching their head. Why are you working on your own stuff in your apartment? Why don't get the maintenance man over? I was like, well, because I'm gonna have to put in a request, wait for them to come do it. They're gonna show up when I'm trying to do something else, or while I'm wanting to schedule it while I'm gone, or trying to have all y'all over or whatever. It's just 4 screws. And it's really as simple as pulling them out, backing the screw out, flipping the door over, and running the screw back in on the other side. It's that simple. And I'm already done. I was actually done. I fixed the problem quicker than it took us to have this conversation. That's why.
Well, see, didn't you feel good about that?
No. It doesn't really do anything for me to do that. I was like, yeah, okay. And then I move on.
Okay, what about our wall of flame? Didn't you enjoy doing that?
Kind of did, yeah, because now I get to show it off. And then, like when Lisa and Max came over, they took their picture in front of everything. They were excited about it.
And how about if we had to even buy something like that?
You're probably looking $200-300 for it. Parts and labor, or even more.
Exactly.
Because in fact, when I was doing my own remodeling company, I had several friends reach out to me wanting me to build them custom furniture and stuff. One of my guys wanted a little box. He called it his hobby box or whatever. And he gave me the dimensions, and I, sketched everything out and figured out, did it. I call them my cut sheets. I used to draw up my own stuff and figure out, how I can get the most out of like the boards and everything, figure out my material list and everything. So I quoted it to Jonathan. He's like, hey, you're like 3 times more expensive than the store over here is. Like, yeah, but think of it this way. 1, I'm doing it custom. I'm building everything to your specs, finishing it to your specs. Whereas they usually slave labor or kids building that stuff over there in China or something like that. And you're buying it and they're mass produced, and 3 years from now it's going to fall apart. Mine's still going to be sitting here. Because we have a dresser in our closet right now. My grandfather built for me when I was a kid.
That's old.
If you pull the drawers out and flip it over, you can see the paneling that's in it's the same paneling that's in his house right now. In the mom's house.
Yeah.
It's the same paneling that's on the bottom of that thing.
Yeah.
Because he got it left over from a job.
Well, that's what you do.
But it still works.
Yes.
And the only thing I've had to do to it, the legs on it, the feet broke off. So I just took them off altogether and the cabinet just sits on the ground. And I eventually, because he built it out of plywood. So it's just flat panel drawers. And so the whole dresser is just complete drawers. I finally, years later, because I'm 47 now, and it was probably 8 years ago when I did it, I put hardware on it so we could get in and out of it easier.
Mm-hmm.
But it still works.
Yeah.
And he built it. And I can say that too. I feel like it's a family heirloom that my grandfather built for me when I was a kid.
Yeah.
It's just amazing to me. And every time I walk into that closet, I still use it for my clothes now.
And wasn't your grandpa the type that was like, he would fix it?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Because this is where I think it was what he was kind of weird about stuff. He would try and fix it, but he would like halfway do it. Because after he passed on, my dad started trying to do, because they had rent properties. They bought a bunch of them, and then he would fix them up and rent the places back out. And then he would do all of his own repairs. Because I gotta tell you, I'm a third generation carpenter. He's the third generation. He's the master carpenter that taught me and me and my father. But after he passed, my grandmother brought my dad on to start working on stuff. And this was really weird too, because anyways,
shorten it up.
He saw a lot of the stuff that my grandfather tried to fix or attempted to fix was kind of shoddy. Dad did it a different way, and it hasn't had any problems with it since, but she was kind of freaking out about the cost for it. He's like, yeah, but now it's actually fixed, and you don't have to pay to fix it again.
Well, so what it is probably your granddad fixed it enough
to get by.
I
call it putting a Band-Aid on it.
Whereas your father was kind of like, no, you got to do it 100% right.
Yes, that's the way I was taught too.
Well,
that's the way he needed to do it.
I get that, but sometimes
do it right or do it again.
Sometimes you do what you can to get by until you can do it right.
Right. But like I said too, though, if he has to go and fix it 3 times, has it really saved anything?
Right. I know. But sometimes, you're just working with what you got. Shauna said, didn't they do a remake of that recently? Yeah, 2015. I didn't even know that. Oh, Sherry said voltmeter. That's it. And she said, going to bed, bye now, folks. Y'all have a good night and a great Halloween weekend. Keep the purse bacon nearby. Night. Good night, Sherry. Yeah, enjoy your holiday. Sean said, I just took the drain solenoid out of our dishwasher.
Solenoid, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, I have the new one coming on Sunday.
Nice.
See? That's awesome, Sean. I love it when everybody's so handy. Mary T said, I have a great weekend, all. I'm off to watch some cheesy reality TV before bed. Have a fun weekend before Halloween. Good night. Let's see. Rhonda said, cucumbers, but a spice mix I purchased with garlic, peppers, cloves, and dill.
Nice.
Ooh, that sounds good. Had to remove a lot of the cloves, too much.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, cloves can be overpowering.
Yes.
And what I have learned with fermented foods is a little goes a long way.
Yes.
Because it will, like on one of ours, I put Thai basil, and I put too much, and it was like everything tasted like Thai basil. The tomatoes, the garlic, the onions, and all you tasted was Thai basil. I was like, okay, should have done a little less there. Renee said, Shelly, I've had home warranties before. It was worth it with an AC crash.
Yes.
And I'm getting it on a new house. Y'all don't have one? I have never done one. So I priced it out, the home warranty, when I first got my home, and my mother had it on her home for a while. It just seemed very hit or miss. Like when I priced it out, I was like, well, after figuring out how much you would pay on a monthly basis and over X amount of time, I was like, well, because this is the same thing. Like I don't escrow. I save up and pay taxes myself on the house because I'm like, why should a mortgage company or bank get to keep my money all year round, make interest off my money just so they can pay my taxes and insurance? I'm like, no.
It's a hell of a racket.
Right. I will pay my own taxes and insurance. And I put that in whenever I got my house. I said, no, I don't want escrow. 100% against escrow. But again, you have to know you. I know a lot of people I've talked to, they thought that was crazy. They were like, oh, I'd never be able to save to pay my taxes and insurance each year.
Me,
I'm like,
I wouldn't.
but I do. Like, I plan that out, and I'm hoping, my plan is by next year, not only will I pay the taxes yearly, I'm hoping to have enough saved where I can open up a CD, and every year that money will just stay in a CD, and then I can cash out that CD after a year and get even more interest than my saving account, and that would then pay the taxes. That's how I am. And so the same thing, whenever I look at warranties or extended warranties and all that, I always look at, okay, how much are you paying for it, and how much am I going to actually use this, right? And so, now I've had the house almost 20 years now. Yeah, actually 20 years. When I looked at it, I was like, okay, but how, like, is it going to actually pay off? And then for my mother, so she got it because she was like, no, they say to get it. So she got it on her new house.
Who's they? That's the problem.
Her realtor,
I understand that.
And so then hers was very hit or miss. Like, one time she had a problem, they came out, it was great service, everything was fixed, and she was real happy. She was like, oh, I'm so glad, this is why you have it, blah, blah, blah. And then the next time something else broke, and when she called it in, she had all kinds of problems trying to get somebody out there. And then they finally came out, and then they were saying all this stuff like, oh, well, this isn't covered, you just need a new one, blah, 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 blah. And it was just going back and forth. And she was like, oh, it's probably because, like, it was a different insurance or whatever. And she's like, so it's probably because it's a different home warranty company, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, I don't know. Don't ask me. Who knows if they're right or not, but no, I've never had one. And Lisa said Beetlejuice as well. And Renee said, from Beetlejuice. Lisa said, I just got tickets to see the Beetlejuice show next year.
Oh, wow.
Ooh. She said, thank you, Shelly. I was like, say it one more time. I know.
I tried to keep her from saying it. Y'all are dangerous.
Renee said, I dressed up as Beetlejuice one year and did the whole liquid latex application for the mossy wounds, too.
Wow.
Oh, my gosh.
That's dedication.
Shauna said, laugh out loud, I've been yelling Beetlejuice over here repeatedly. Lee said, we have crappy seats, but I'm excited. She goes, Max dressed as Beetlejuice, too, a while back.
Oh, nice.
Oh, how fun. Shauna said, crappy seats are better than no seats, right? And Shauna said, my mental health days are called scrapbook retreats, right? Whatever you have to do.
Mine are called cruises.
El Strange said, Wicked is coming next year, too. I want to see that. Oh, I've heard nothing but great things about Wicked.
I want to see it, too. I love going to the theater.
Renee said she used 152 sick hours. Wow. That is something. Sean said, yes, Chilton Spaniels are the other brand. They also make the books that most garages use to charge hours for a job because they say how long it'll take to fix something.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay.
That's really cool. Then you kind of know.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, okay, so this job, they're saying about 5 hours. I've never done it before, so probably 10.
That's why I don't have any of those books. The ones I bought, I gave to him.
Right.
And I don't have those vehicles anymore either.
Right. Renee said 72 hours sick or vacay. It's 72 hours of sick. And then the vacay is actually determined by years of service. So because I'm still new, we get vacay paid out twice in a year. So on January 1st, basically you get the first half. And then on July 1st, you get the second half. But you can, save it up. So say, for example, so right now I get 48 hours on January 1st. But if I don't use it, I don't lose it on July 1st. Then on July 1st, I get another 48 hours. So you could save that up and have the 92 hours and then use like in October or something. I
really feel like you should be you could have been in an HR position too somewhere.
Yeah.
And handling all that stuff, because it was funny the other day, you were looking at when it was my open enrollment for my insurance stuff.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out exactly when I need to do it all. And like, was it like 2-3 days later, I get the paperwork in the mail?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I basically worked HR for several years, for over a decade. You know, I did a little bit in payroll, which I really enjoyed doing the payroll. It was on SAP. And then, you know, but mainly the HR I handled was, besides payroll and leaves, the other thing I handled mostly was health benefits, 401ks, and pensions. So I know a pretty good amount about those 3 subjects.
So as soon as all that stuff comes to me in my job, I was like, hey, look, I got this email we got to take care of. She's like, all right.
Yeah.
She's all, this is easy. It's like, all right, good thing I married a nerd.
A nerd?
Yes, that's a compliment. I'm telling you.
Okay. Shauna said, last month I had been running errands and just had a headache. Walked through the house. Client, staff, and roommate were loud and annoying. I just mostly needed sleep and to not see anyone. It was all a well-needed and worth it sick day.
Right?
Yeah. Sometimes like that, you're just like,
hide away.
Yeah. Go find a hotel.
Yes.
Sean said, my dad was the ultimate Mr. Fix-It. He taught me everything I know. Oh, that awesome. Is so awesome.
My dad was similar, because one of my stories I always love telling about him, because him and my stepmom got in a big argument about it. He wanted a utility trailer. So he pulled behind his pickup truck to do stuff. For the price it caught him, because back in the day he called it dirt daubing. He used to work for a company and do small welding.
It's done.
I'm making sure it's dead. I'm telling everybody else. Sorry. Anyways, he bought a welding rig and the torch and everything for it, to all that, and then got all the metal off of a job because he worked at the at a chemical plant, and they were doing away with a bunch of material, and so he collected all the material and in a building for what he bought. The welding rig and the torch, he actually got it cheaper than it would cost him to buy the trailer. And now he has the trailer, the torch, and the welding rig. And my stepmom was just astonished. She's like, why don't you just go buy the trailer? And he's like, yeah, but look, I got all this, and all it took me was a couple hours. And he loved building stuff.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, I still have stuff out in my garage on the back porch, a little bench and everything. He 2 of them he built. They're still in there.
Oh, they're nice.
Yeah. And it just, I don't know, stuff like that just amazes me that you're able to do that kind of thing,
Well, that's what you should strive for. Maybe it's just your anti-dad.
That partly, yeah. The PTSD, I guess.
My father, I would say he was Mr. Break It.
Yeah.
Because he could not, his thing was, so my father had a temper, right? Shocker there, right? But so if something was broke, he would be like, obviously we couldn't afford to fix it, but it needed to be fixed. Well, he would go out there to attempt to fix it
and break it worse.
Yeah, because then in 5 minutes he would get ticked off and be like, well, I can't do this, and then he'd throw it and then it'd be broke, or he would do whatever. And then it was in a worst case situation. And then a lot of times, that's one thing I'll say good about my brother, is he is good at figuring things out on how to fix it. That's why he got into computers, because the first thing he did when he got a computer back in the 80s was take it apart so he could figure out how it worked. And so he's very much like that. So when things were broken, he would then go to my father and be like, well, I think if we just do this.
It's like a puzzle to him.
Yeah. And he's like, well, why don't we do this? And then, of course.
That'd make your dad even more mad.
Oh, yeah. Because
the kid showing him up.
Yeah. He was very, very jealous. And so he would be like, you don't know a bleepity bleep thing. And then he would just get mad. Because I think then he realized, oh, that probably is the right way, but I'm never going to admit it. And I'm sure ain't going to do it that way.
Right.
And then that's how we didn't have an air conditioner for 7 years.
Because I'll show them.
Rhonda said, one good thing is as long as I start work, no matter how much time, if you leave, you don't have to use sick time. Salaried employees can't be docked in proration, so they go work and leave 1 hour later. Right.
The only thing I guess part of my problem with Dad, though, like I said, I thought he was very, very smart. He was able to figure stuff like that out. And a lot of times, before he passed, remember, I would call him and ask him if we had stuff going on wrong. I'd ask him advice on how to fix something, the best way to do it. And that's the other thing Grandpa taught me too. I'll tell you that in a second, though. But I love poker, okay? I'm horrible at math if I can figure out the odds in poker. Because my thing is there's only 52 cards in the deck. You only take 5 cards out of those 52 to make the hand. So I can figure out what's going on quick. There's actually odds to the game. My dad's approach to it is every hand is 50-50. You either win or you lose. That's not
how you play it.
That's not math.
That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works.
Right. But I was taught too. I feel like I had a lot of good teachers, especially working in the cabinet field. Because it seemed like no matter what company it was, my grandfather worked with the same crew. They all jumped together from company to company. Yeah, I know. But he taught me a long time. He goes, if you have a hard job, I don't think it was him. It was actually one of the guys on the crew. But if you have a hard job, find a lazy person. He'll tell you an easy way to do it.
That's what I'm saying.
So that's what that's my motto for now on now.
Lisa said that wall of flame is pretty sweet.
What I love about it too, it's adjustable.
Shauna said, I grew up with a single mom. I learned how to be pretty self-efficient and get things to work.
That's her
until
motto.
My hands started to give out on me.
That's the way her approach is.
I think that's what it is because, after my father left, it was just my mom and I.
Yeah.
So like when the toilet went out, I figured out, and this is before Google.
Yeah.
And certainly before YouTube, but somehow I figured out how to replace the insides of a toilet. And I was like, why don't we just do this? Because she was like, I can't afford a plumber. Now we don't have a toilet. And I was like, no. And I figured it out and I replaced it because I was like, well, we can afford, it was probably only $10 at that time. So I went and did it. And she was like, oh my gosh.
Because it's a little silly stuff too, though, that dealing with, like I said, 3rd generation cabinet maker. When you're hanging your cabinets, you always hang the uppers first. And then you go at a certain height. All wall cabinets go at a certain height. I'm drawing a blank right now. I don't remember it. But we called them pogo sticks. We actually carried closet rods with us. And they were cut at a specific height. And we built a little pad on the top of them. And you slid it underneath the cabinet that held it up in place when you screwed it to the wall. Well, your cabinets above your refrigerator and above your range are all hung at the same heights. So I would carry 2 sets of sticks with me, one for the standard cabinet and one for those 2 cabinets. While I was working on a job with an old man, I was just watching him. He carried 2 sets, but he also had 2 PVC pipes, and he would stab those sticks in the pipes, and then he had holes drilled, so he put screws in it so they're adjustable.
Oh.
Instead of carrying 4 sticks, you only had to carry 2.
Oh, nice.
And at the top, he would put a screw in as like a set screw.
Yeah.
So when he carried them in his truck, it was just 2 sticks he had to carry.
Oh.
And then the whole thing stayed together. And I was just, dang, why didn't I think of that? And that's where Grandpa came back to me. He's like, a lazy person told you an easy way to do it. So then instead of carrying 4 sticks, only had to carry 2 from now on.
That's awesome.
And then they're adjustable. It's like they're telescoped.
Right. That's awesome.
And then I even got better about it too. I still have one built in my truck right now. I turn it in backwards, and it's for stuff that's at the front of the truck.
Oh, yeah.
I grab it and pull it to me. It's a pull stick. So I can pull the stuff to me. It's a reach stick, basically.
It does come in handy.
Yeah, because they make another gimmick, but you have to pay for it. They call it a deck slide. It's it's a drawer they build for the back of your truck so you can pull stuff in and out. And you lose a little bit of cargo that way because it takes up room, but it works just like a drawer.
Yeah.
And I can't even remember the price on it. I priced them out once before. Yeah.
That sounds expensive.
Yeah. And the sticks I bought were cheap.
Almost free.
Yeah.
Renee said, I'm using FHA to start, so kind of required to do the escrow and such to start. I'm opting for the home warranty because all appliances in the home and mostly because the AC, once I'm established, I'll see how it goes. Well, and that's fine. And again, like someone like Heath, and I have other friends, they always did escrow because they're just like
that type of
for
personality.
For some people, they're like, oh, I see that money there, I'll just use it.
Yes, that's me. It'll burn a hole in my pocket until it's gone.
And it's where I'm very much a saver. So I'm used to like, no, like how can I grow that even more?
I'm old school. I'll make the check. I'll bring it home and hand it to the wife. Because she's the brains of the operation, y'all. Seriously.
Yeah. Even though he fights me.
That's the fun though, because then we get to make up.
Because like my whole $75 a week grocery challenge, you've been fighting me on it.
Well, like, because it was thrusted upon me. We didn't discuss anything. It was just like, hey, this is how it's going to be.
Because there is no discussion.
Exactly. But another way I've helped us and saved us money and stuff too.
Oh.
That shed or that closet out here your brother built.
Yeah.
And in the garage. All those cabinets. I hung those and got those off of jobs.
That's true.
They're not expensive or fancy looking. They don't match. But they're in the garage. They're in the closet. But they're handy.
Yeah.
That's cabinets in your whole desk for your office I built. The countertop, everything. Well, the desk I use mine I built.
Yeah. That has, desks are expensive.
Because she has specialty cabinets in her office. They're built. They're calling Ford. I can't remember the name of it now. There's an actual term for them, but they're made for hanging files. The little slots you put in, so you can put your things in there. The drawer boxes are actually made for that, and the cabinets are desk height.
Yeah,
they're specifically made for that. And those I got off of jobs too.
Yeah, and then as far as the home warranty, Renee, I mean, some people.
It also depends on your company too, I guess.
Some people have said they always go with the home warranty. So, I mean, if I don't go by what I say because I'm obviously not a millionaire. So what do I know, right? If for some, then that's sometimes the price of relief, not having to worry about something is worth it, what you're paying for that, not having to worry about the appliances and the air conditioner and whatever else it covers. Lisa said on the Aldi website, it says 11-1. Renee said, did anyone ever do the little mirror stunt as a kid, repeating Bloody Mary in the dark?
Nope.
Yes.
Nope.
The hall bathroom is where I did it, Renee. And it was something like, it's still hard for me to walk in there when it's dark. Let's put it that way. Lisa said Aldi has a hot sauce calendar.
Oh, as I said, you gotta look at some stuff on Saturday. Or I'm going on Tuesday.
It's probably next week. It's 11-1, she said.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Ronnie said, Shelly, I don't know. In Louisiana, the housing market is in trouble for closures. My escrow increased $518 per month because they can't get companies to insure here.
Wow.
They take your premiums and leave.
Oh, whoa.
Wow,
that's shady.
Yeah, that's awful. I mean, I know our insurance has definitely gone up, because of all the hurricanes and all the different stuff.
Now it's just taunting us. It landed on the thing. That's an asshole.
Renee said, I also am required to have windstorm insurance because of the H zone, right?
Yes, that makes sense because of where you're at. Yeah.
Yeah, certain ones you have to have that. Shauna said post-traumatic dad syndrome.
Yes.
I have that.
Yes. But see, I caught it also from my stepdad too, though. He pulled some stuff. Anyways, we're not going to go down there. We're going to get a therapy session today.
Sean said, when I was 10 years old, my dad built a TV from scratch.
That's awesome.
He even made the frame out of particle board. He let me help him. And from then on, I was hooked. That is really cool.
That is.
That's really cool.
A lot of times too, growing up, like especially when we're working on cars and stuff, I was supposed to be helping Dad, but all I was they called it a gopher.
Oh yeah.
Go for this, go for that, go for this. And I would hold the stuff for him, but I didn't know exactly what we were doing. He would never explain it to me really.
Shauna said, I definitely didn't want to ask a man, no offense to men in here, to help me with anything.
Right.
Right. And I have to say, that's another thing, right? So y'all get, my father was basically useless. And when they finally divorced, right, my mom from then on out always was telling me, Shelly, just learn to do things yourself. You can't rely on a man to do anything. You need to know how to do it. Don't ever get yourself.
That explains so much. I gotta need to talk with her.
Well, and she, well, because her thing was, because
don't marry your father.
Right. Her thing also was, because she let Joe handle the finances, everything, that when he left, she didn't know about the house almost being in foreclosure. She didn't know about all the bills being behind. She didn't know any of that. She didn't know what all was supposed to be done with this. So she felt like it was a disservice by relying. And so then she went the other extreme.
Self-suicide, basically.
Right. She was like, never do that.
Suicide,
always make sure you
sabotage.
You know what you're doing. Don't ever do that. And you could do anything a man could do, and
probably better.
Right.
No, for real. Y'all are the
but
the one.
And it's kind of like I've gotten to the point where I'm like, I mean, I get that. I'm very self-sufficient. I can do things on my own, and it is hard for me to ask for help sometimes. But I think I've gotten better, at least in the last 10 years, at us being more of equal partners.
Yeah.
Where it's not like all on me. Even though sometimes I feel like it's all on me, because I'm like, well, because it has to be. It's always been all on me. I've always had to do everything.
We don't like to live in the past, though.
I know.
Living there now.
But it's hard, right? Because I saw that too.
That's why today's a gift. That's why it's called the present. You've never heard that before?
I didn't know this was Hallmark. Shauna said cabinet making is Heath's fermentation.
Probably. Well, because I had told him the other day at work too. My approach to customer service is, I used to do this whenever I was in the cabinets. Because I would go in, the house is already occupied. The folks are living in it, but they want this cabinet fixed. I'd tell them, look, I need to fix this spot right up here. I need you to go to the other room, go play with the dogs in the backyard, something like that. Let me fix this. Because if you see what I'm fixing to do to fix it, if you watch me, every day you walk into this kitchen to make your coffee, every morning, or every evening when you're making dinner, you're going to look right up there and know exactly what I had to do to fix that.
Right.
It's going to stick out to you from now on.
Right.
Do not watch me doing it. And there's been a couple of times too, it's happened to me and my father. We'll fix the cabinet. And a customer will turn to you and say, look, you did a good job. It looks good, but I paid for brand new. I don't want it repaired. I want you to replace it. And we had to write it up and tear it out and do it again. And it ended up being just silly.
Look, we're almost caught up. And then we go to bed.
Yeah, I'm not tired now, though. I'm getting story time.
But then you got work tomorrow, remember?
I know. I just have to tough to it.
Sean said, I really hate seeing people get ripped off.
Yes, I do too.
That is why I really like helping people. Oh. I just helped a friend of mine fix an electrical issue with her house.
That's what I was going to say, though. When I was working on the cabinets, I would do that same approach. You're going to have to walk in here and look at it and everything. My approach was, it looks good from my couch. How do you like it? It's your house. You have to go into it every day. If you want me to hang that cabinet upside down and backwards, I'll do that. This is your house, not mine. This looks good from my couch, but you live in it. This is my job site, but this is your home. That was my approach to it. Like I said, I told that to the boss, and he's like, "Wow." He goes, "You're the first customer. You're the first person in customer service I've ever heard say something like that." And I was like, "Why? To me, that's not revolutionary. That's just, to me, that's decency."
Right?
Because like I said, it's my job site, but it's your house.
Yeah.
You live in that. You have to see it every day.
Right.
When, like I said, it looks good from my couch. I don't care about it once I'm gone. It's done. Yeah. I don't ever have to look at it again. So I'm going to do whatever you want. You're paying me to put that in. This is the way I'm going to do it for you. You're the customer. And that's the same way I approach to it when the people call in and talk to us about stuff.
Right.
I mean, to me, that's not, in my mind, that's not revolutionary. That's just that's common sense, honestly.
Yeah. Well, and what is sad, like going back to what Sean said, is there's so many people out there who do take advantage of other people, and it's just
like them yahoos that were trying to sell us the flooring in the house.
Mm-hmm. So
that's a whole other story.
Yeah, sometimes and it is hard, like, because you're like, oh, I don't want to see somebody like the ones who wanted to clean our AC. Because I even told Brian that. I said, yeah, they wanted to charge us only to just clean the AC, only the AC unit. They wanted $500, and he was like, for an hour's work.
Yeah.
Tops. I said, exactly.
It's like lawyers.
Yeah, he was like, no, that's ridiculous. And I said, yeah, we cleaned the outside unit. $10 is all it cost us to clean it. $10 in our time. Which us, doing it on our own, of course, it took longer, but I don't think we spent an hour cleaning the outside unit.
Right. Well,
and then the inside, he didn't take him an hour to clean that.
But I love also watching people, how they fix stuff. Because I remember one of the stories my dad used to tell all the time. He took the car in. He took my stepmother's car in to get some service done on it. They need to change the spark plugs, right? And he's sitting there watching the guy. He takes it over there and takes a jack, lifts it up, and takes the tire off. He's like, why are you taking the tire off to change the spark plug? And all you gotta do is pop the hood and go in there. And he's like, look. He goes, walk over here and I'll show you. He messed up by showing my dad because he never took it in to do it again. He did it himself. He did the same thing. He goes, you take this wrench right here and I can reach through when this tire's out of the way and get right to it. I don't have to go fighting with it over the, I don't remember what car. I want to say it was a Monte Carlo, but I don't remember what year model. So it's stuff like that Sean probably understands. And every time Dad told the story to Brian, it's like, yeah, he goes, I remember that. Yeah, we do it this way, that way. I was like, stuff like that is tips and tricks like you learn from the pros. I love doing stuff like that. Like you said, you watched the video on cleaning the AC unit on the quick and easy way to do it. And you're telling you were telling the story to Brian the other day, and he's like, yeah. He goes, yeah, that's all you have to do. He goes, you're right.
He's like, yeah, you just do this. And I was like, yeah, that's exactly what I saw on YouTube. He was like, oh, wow, there you go.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Renee said, me and my childhood bestie did the Bloody Mary thing all the time. Did you ever see anything? I want to know if you ever saw anything, because I saw something when I did it. So I've never done it again.
Never gonna do it again.
And I never go in that bathroom when it's dark. I will use the other bathroom when all the lights, like when our electricity was off. I don't want to use that.
Really? Okay. I told you this house is haunted. I'm telling you, it eats stuff. There's stuff I lose all the time in this house. There's stuff missing that we still haven't found.
Well, and
it's eating
if y'all
things.
were on the cook-along, you saw what's in our backyard.
Oh, right?
Renee said, well, and I've been told it's cheaper to get it at the start and have it worked into the mortgage versus buying later. Oh, well, see, at a higher rate. See, well, so my mother paid cash for her house, so she would have to pay for that because she didn't have a mortgage. I don't know if they even offered it to me when I signed my mortgage, because
that's a salesman not doing his job then.
Well, I didn't have a real estate agent.
Okay.
And they didn't either. All we did is we went through one, because it was basically my mother sold the house to me directly.
As is too, right?
Right. So there was no seller fees or anything like that. Like she had the seller fees where it went to where I didn't get charged any.
Right.
So we didn't have to pay, a realtor or anything like that. So none of that was ever told to me. So I never did any of that. Later on, then when my mother got that house, her real estate agent
was like,
is the one who told her. But then that's why she changed companies at some point. I don't even know why. I don't even remember. But of course, she doesn't have a mortgage, so she is having to pay for it out of pocket. So maybe that's the difference too. Shauna said, you can't hurt my feelings. I used to hand my dad tools.
Right. I understand.
And then Rhonda said, makes sense, Heath.
What's that?
What you said about how you look at things. It looks good from my couch.
Yeah.
Remember that?
It's not, because I mean, I might hate that color, but you love it. You're paying me to put it in. I don't care.
Right?
So people get just worried about the wrong things, I feel like.
Rhonda said, I changed spark plugs on my Mustang Cobra.
Oh,
Ooh,
wow.
what a neat car. Renee said, nope, never saw anything. Wow.
Not until she came to spring and did the thing.
Well, next time you're here, Renee, if you're up to it.
I'm not going with you. I'm scared.
He'll stay in the other room.
I'll hold the couch down.
Shauna said, I don't even know what the Bloody Mary bathroom thing is.
You don't want to know either. Trust me.
And so it
It's
was
a gateway to hell.
It was based on what is the queen who did the Bloody Mary? But I guess it was Queen Mary, right? But basically, you would go in the bathroom, all the lights are off,
It's
you
urban legend.
stare into a mirror. Of course, this is back when I had the full mirror in there. So it's probably better now since it's a new mirror. But back when you would stare into the mirror and you would have to chant 3 times her name. And I think there was something else, right? And then if you did it, then the spirit would come through the mirror.
They're going to make a movie about you.
They already made a movie about it.
You know, speaking of that bathroom, every time I go in there, it still makes me mad. The way I designed it wrong.
Oh, Sean said the late 80s GM cars had the ignition module on the back of the engine block.
Mm-hmm.
You had to take the tire off to run the plug wires down to it. Wow.
See, in that the Monte Carlo, isn't that a GM?
Mm-mm. Shauna said, and I don't need to know. Oh, too late. Renee said, so even as a kid and am now tempting all of the channels. I mean, Elstrange said, are y'all doing Elfster? So I talked about it on the Warden Report.
That sounds like we're going to.
Yeah, because I seem like most people, I mean, there was always a few that said, no, not this year. That's fine.
Then we'll put it out there. If they don't want to
sign up, that they don't.
Just don't.
So yeah, but I was gonna wait till at least Halloween is over.
Yeah.
Because I gotta enjoy my holiday. And once Halloween is over, then I'll probably post it.
What's
in
the song?
Facebook group.
Everything a season or whatever, season at a time, or what is it called?
Yeah. But yeah, so we'll do the Elfster. I'll post it in our Facebook group. I'm not doing it for Too Crazy Ketos because they've got, 13,000 in their Facebook group. And I told the other mods and admins, I was like, it's just, that's too much of a headache for me to have to
wrangle it all.
Like last year's was very stressful for me. And so this year they've grown so much in their Facebook group. I'm like, I'm not even going to attempt it. That's just too much on me. I feel like with our small group, that's fine. And I'm also hosting one for my work team. So we're doing that. Isn't that exciting? Shauna said, why the hell would you want to do that? Because it was something fun to do. It was like
you met these two. They're sometimes.
It was an urban legend, right? People talked about it at school, and you're like, well, can I? And I did it by myself. I didn't do it with a friend. So, yeah, because I was like, I could do this. Let me see what they say. Sean said, that's like playing with the Ouija board. I mean, basically, but then you have a mirror. So, but yeah, playing with the Ouija board. Huh?
It's a portal to the Fae.
To the Fae? Well, I mean, that's better than the hell, right? Shauna said, and in HungryHeath, she has a wonderful mod, though, offered to help with the HH Elfster. That's right. Aww, Shauna offered to help mod for me for the Elfster. So I'm excited.
Die.
Oh my gosh.
I hate them.
Well, when you open the door 50 times a day.
Because the dogs need to go out 52 times a day.
I know, they do. And then I have started making them go single file. I'm like, okay, you need to run out here. Come on, you need to go fast. And I don't open the door until both of them are right here. Because otherwise I'll open it, Sam will go running out, and Delilah's like, well, I'll get there when I get there.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, I ain't holding this door open forever.
And she does. Delilah's real bad about coming back in, too. I'll open the door and she'll just stare at me. I say, no, let's get in the house. Come on.
I know. Right, they don't get it. But I think maybe they like the flies.
I think so.
Renee said, "And Shauna, the house I buy it has a few quirks." I know. That's gonna be so much fun. Shauna told her, "Make friends with your quirks before I come visit."
I love it. Next time Shauna comes, we're gonna let her meet Daphne.
Shauna said, "I did not need to borrow nightmares from TV. My life was a nightmare."
Right?
Right, that's true. Sean said, "Those flies are having nightmares of Heath with a swatter." I hope so. I hope that they have such a bad nightmare they just die in their sleep.
I'm telling you, these mosquitoes out here too, they call it the unofficial state bird.
Yes, and then the mosquitoes have been coming in too.
Because like if they get so bad too, they'll actually send the trucks up and down the neighborhood.
Yeah, we
spraying.
have the spray trucks. But oh, thanks. Lisa said, "Did everyone remember to thumbs up?" I almost forgot. Well, thank you, Lisa. Thanks for the reminder. Renee said, "Don't forget about Sara in Spring, in Old Town Spring."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But she was friendly, right? All right. Well, I guess we'll call it a night, right?
Yeah, because I still gotta put all the stuff to the street.
You got to put all the stuff to the street, and then you have to get up and go to work in the morning.
I know.
I just have to get up and go to Sam's between 9 and 10.
I mean, they did give me an option to take off tomorrow if I want to, but it's unpaid. So it's like, yeah, it's a hell of a conundrum, you know? I get the day off, but what are the real benefits of that if I don't get paid?
Right.
Especially as hard as my job is, really. That's what I'm saying. I've been paid a lot less to do
Sean
a lot
and
worse.
Michelle.
You know what's that?
They both gave us a thumbs up.
Oh, thank you.
But yeah, so no, if it's not paid, it's not worth taking off.
Right. For what I got to do, yeah.
Yeah, no matter what. But all right, y'all, it has been a great evening.
Yes.
I hope you liked the little shenanigans we had tonight. If you didn't, make sure you watch the first 5 minutes.
5 to 10.
5 minutes to see Heath's costume and to see our little skit we did.
She wrote that up by herself today. She was like 2 or 3 times. I'd be walking through trying to do something. Whatever. Say, "Hey, come here. I got an idea. Listen to this." I was like, "Oh, okay."
Well, because you came at me with an idea first thing this morning before I had any coffee, and was like,
It just came to me too, though.
Yeah, and he was like, "Oh, I want to do this and this and this," and I was like, "Okay."
Oh yeah, I'll watch this.
And then once I actually woke up, then I was able to think, and I was like, "We can do this even better." I hope it was better. All right. Good night, y'all.
Thank you.
Have
Love
a wonderful
you.
weekend.
Good night.
Be safe.
Thank
Love
you. Thank you.
Bye.